Oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. I'm late. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I didn't mean to be late. I promise I didn't mean to be late. I got caught up in a meeting. A very... well, I can't say it was boring. Because then I probably won't get a sponsor, but... Yeah, I was stuck in a meeting. You know how it is. You're trying to make more money. You talk to business people. And then they say, oh, you should do this. You should do this. You should get a sponsor.
Slop time, to the true little piggies, to the trough.
Thank you, Tesse, for the 10. Hope you're doing well.
It said that you're late again. What will the little piggies eat now? They'll wither away and get skinny. You wouldn't want that, would you?
What do you mean by that? Right. Trying to... lay in for the 11 months. Thank you, Clap Nuggets. Clap Nuggets. Clap Nuggets is a wild name. That's a wild name. Played Funeralopolis. Didn't you say that last time? There is a game I did want to try, actually. It's called Me Side. My Side. I got Shill to, like, play it. I think it's like a horror game. We could do that tomorrow. A game? No, there's no game.
Hey, Pyro. Serious for a moment, but I don't mind that you are late. I just enjoy listening to your streams while I'm at my electrical engineering job. Hope your meeting went well. Back to lurking I go.
Thank you, Derek, for the 10. That's how all of you should be. You just give me money and then don't type in chat.
Hey, Pyro. It's the loan collector. I've been waiting. I'm here to collect your payment on that small loan of $1 million you took out about 4 years ago. Do you have the payment ready? If not, I'm gonna have to break your shins and feed you slop.
God, can you imagine that I actually
Put the
did
slop
that?
in the bag.
Can you actually imagine that I did that small loan of $1 million
Pyro,
bit?
I wanted to check in to see how you were doing. I was the one that got you to shout unlucky the other week, and I heard that your voice started hurting afterwards.
Thank you, Lil Wayne, for the 10. No, my voice was actually busted. I have no idea what happened to it. For like 2 days, my voice was so gravelly. Thank you, 8-bit, for the 12 months. Skibidi Toilet is coming to Fortnite. I'm so happy you mentioned this. I'm so happy you mentioned this. Shall we start off on that? Look at this. Look at this for some life. Oh, my hands are shaking with how excited I am. Look at this. Look at this.
Did you hear that Fortnite is dropping a Skibidi toilet skin tomorrow? This isn't even a bit. They are actually doing a collab. Oh god, the end times are now.
I am so happy about this information. You have no idea. You have no idea. I am so happy. Skibidi Toilet X Fortnite coming tomorrow. Crying emoji. Look at this. The guy that posted the account. What's your name? Hypex? Fortnite leaks and news. He is that excited. He is that excited that he simply cannot contain himself. Turn off night mode. Oh, wait. Oh, is it coming onto the... Oh, the night light's going onto the screen. Oh, yeah,
Have you ever played Blasphemous before?
Oh, God. I always have my night light on. That sounded wrong. I always have the brightness filter on. Yeah, there we go. I didn't know it'd transmit onto the stream, but yeah. Look at that, though. Skibidi Toilet X Fortnite collab. Plunger Man skin. 1,500 V-Bucks. And bundle for 2,200 V-Bucks. Wait, is he in the chat? Is the fuck boom in the chat? Oi, how much are they paying you? Listen, Listen, I have defended you against any kind of drama. You need to tell me right now, the fuck boom, because you're in the chat right now. How much are they paying you? What is the cut? What is the cut? Because if you become like if you make more money from this than like any kind of, you know, the worst thing is as well, you're gonna have, this is gonna appeal to everyone. This is gonna skibidi. I'm having a stroke. Skibidi. He's being paid a skibidillion dollars. Skibidillion dollars. Goodness gracious. I think I have a brain clot. That was rough. Skibidillion. Oh yeah, how much of a percentage are you getting though? Come on. Come on. You're not going to lose the contract. Come on. Tell us in chat. Dude, he's going to make more money off this than like the entire Skibidi toilet series he's made. Plunger Man's plunger pickaxe. Skibidi. Oh my. Okay. Okay. So, you don't get access. You can't play as Skibidi toilet, which is kind of an L.
Fortnite has peaked.
No, it actually has peaked. It has peaked. Genuinely has peaked. That's legendary. The fuck boom has gone very quiet in chat when I was asking what his cut is, by the way. He's gone very quiet in chat. Really speaks volumes, that does. So you don't get to play as Skibidi toilet, but you get to have Skibidi as a back bling. How are they going to do that, though? Because that's the Half-Life 2 NPC. That's a scan of a real man's face. So are they going to actually be able to, like, get the rights to that? Because if it's that, if it's actually, like, male NPC 5 or whatever he's called, I am genuinely reinstalling Fortnite for that. And I have not touched that game in years because all the skins suck. I remember the last time, like, Mrs. Incredible came out, you had all the 10-year-olds just acting like absolute gooners in that game. Because whenever there's, like, a gooner skin, like, every little zoomer will just install it straight away. Male 07. It is male 07, right? Yeah, it's this guy. Like, this is a real guy. Yeah, it's this guy here. It's like a scan of, like, an actual guy's face. Male 07. Skibidi dub dub dub, yes, yes! Do you guys remember the video of that kid that was getting, like, a flu shot and he starts singing Skibidi Toilet as, like, a form of, like, therapy for himself? I'll see if I can find that, actually. I need to find this. It's very... Oh my god, here it is. The gif afterward. The gif. Why is it silent? It's just slamming at the kid on the... Skibidi dub dub dub, yes, yes! It is like actual Russian, like, this could actually be like the lead up to Black Ops, man. You know, Mason was like coded with like MK Ultra, like brainwashed to be able to learn the numbers and stuff. This could actually be it.
I haven't caught a stream in a good while. Good to see you, Pyro.
Thank you, Zarian, for the 10. Appreciate it. Yeah, I haven't streamed in like a good week, I think. But we're back, we're so back. I did want to go over a video on we got a lot to go through, actually. There's a lot I wanted to catch up on, and then if we got time afterwards we can play a horror game, but if not, what is this? Okay, there's a video called The Slow Death of GTA's Only Rival. They're obviously going to be talking about Saints Row, but look at this. It's 1080p 48 frames. What did brother, what did you render the video on to get 48 frames? That's so specific. Nintendo Switch wishes they could get those frames. What is that?
Rockstar almost had a rival. They should have one right now.
All right, it's British. I don't know if I can watch this. I don't know if I can watch this.
Actually, I've never seen a company with so much promise, make so many stupid decisions, and still get so many second chances, all the while refusing to learn anything from their mistakes or listen to their fans at all. In this video...
Boomer take here. Boomer take. I would genuinely rather play Saints Row 2 right now than GTA 4.
I'm going to tell the story of how Volition went from a company with so much...
Saints Row 1 was like super gritty. By the way, Saints Row 1 invented the phone that you could pull up. And then GTA 4 stole that from Saints Row. By the way, I know there'll be people coping, be like, oh, we actually pulled it up in-game as opposed to a menu in Saints Row. Shut up, first of all. But Saints Row 1 was goated. It was too gritty. Then they realized they couldn't compete with GTA. So then Saints Row 2 was like an SNL bit. And then Saints Row 3 became more ridiculous. And then, yeah. Yeah, I played Saints Row 3 when I was like 15, I think. Or 16. But even then, I was really... Yeah, I kind of noticed the series was kind of going, Every game just got worse. It peaked at 2, though. 2 is cinema. I just wish it was playable on PC.
Pyro, you should play the game Awaria. It's a short and sweet game where you work in haunted maintenance tunnels and repair generators. It's also free and comes with a banger art style and music.
Awaria. This isn't one of those games, is it? All right, hang on. I don't trust you guys, genuinely. I don't trust you guys. All right, what is this? You just think like a Friday Night Funkin' mod? What is this? This looks like a Friday Night Funkin' game. Holy booba. What's this game? Like you not Connor for joining? Oh, it's top down bedtime. Okay, this is just a Guna game. What is this? Look at that. What's so good about it?
Hey Pyro, have you heard of Atlas? It's actually super fun, has the dog PlayStation graphics. You should check it out right now, your type of character creator.
Okay, let me get this game first, because there are a lot of games I want to catch up on.
Don't think you care about Roblox slop, but apparently the top earning Roblox game Blox Fruit literally scammed all the children out of millions of Robux, and in a sense, dollars, just a couple days ago. Perhaps
Ooh.
good slop.
Ooh.
Then again, we're not all too.
Ooh. Oh, thank you. Whoever sent that dono, you've literally just gave me a free slopic to look into. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Please, more things like that. Right, let me get this a Warrior game. Oh, is it free to play? Oh, it's actually free to play. That's kind of boast. It's overwhelmingly positive with like 1,000 reviews. Okay, it's got to be kind of cinema, right? Dude, okay. Wait a minute. Most related to Undertale. Okay, I don't know about this one. All right, it's installed. We might... there are a lot of games. There used to be no games, but now there are some games. I mean, I want to try these. And the Cabin Factory as well. There are some games. Also, Soul Reaver. Bro, I got to stream that. And I actually might do a main channel video on it. Because the first game... Oh my fucking lord. That game is so good. So good. Shut up. Right, anyway. Back to the slop. Wait, why are people in chat saying awooga? Why are people in chat saying awooga? You disgusting little gooners. The Cabin Factory game is so good. I just saw you played as an old woman. Colossal is crazy. Anyways.
All the while refusing to learn anything from their mistakes or listen to their fans at all. In this video,
I hope in this video he talks about that because Volition made like a game in the Saints Row universe, but it was like a hero game or something. It was just awful. Yo, Epic Danky, thank you for the 50 gifted, bro. W's in chat for Danky. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, I want to point out I put a reward system in. If you look at the top, there's actually there's a goal. Oh, wait. No, let me set another goal. Hang on a minute.
Long time fan, been watching since the Hawk Tour video. Anyways, why does Seth keep making fun of you? Did you do something to him?
Me and Seth are mates. We just kind of have like a funny back and forth. I need to react to his latest video, actually. Yeah, Seth relentlessly kink shames me, which is kind of deserved. I've just set a goal right now. If we can hit 50 super chats in 2 hours, which is probably about $1,000, I'll stand up for 10 seconds. I think that's a very good reward.
I'm going to tell the story of how Volition went from a company with so much promise to having their own fans celebrate when they got shut down.
50 ARS red super chat. Don't do that, you poor. Don't do that. I will never do an award again. I will never do a reward again if you try to pour your way to get the goal.
Some of you might not even know who Volition are. You're probably better off that way, or actually who they were, because last year the company was finally
Forgive me
shut
for
down.
being slow to say this, but Saints Row 2 is peak. I wish the Steam version didn't crash every 5 minutes, even with the optimization patches the Gentleman of the Row mod provides. Anyways, love you, sloppy boy.
Thank you, Slip, for the 10. Yeah, Saints Row 2 is the best one. It is available on Steam, but it's completely broken. You just can't play it. It's so non-functional. It's like old games just don't work. It's like I've got Prototype 1 and 2 on Steam, and I want to play them for like a main channel video, but I have to actually hard cap my PC. I need to like disable some of the GPUs or drivers or whatever. I need to basically downgrade my PC to be able to even run the game, because both of them just closed on startup. Agents of Mayhem. That's what I was talking about for the Volition game that they made. Yeah, they just flopped immediately.
Hey Pyro, can you check out the game Citizen Sleeper on Steam? It's really cool and has a nice narrative, but I'd if you'll enjoy it because it isn't all in the head.
Citizen Sleeper. This looks like there's a game that it looks like Ruiner. Yeah, it looks like Ruiner a bit. I probably won't check that one out. Sorry, man.
In 2008, when GTA 4 came out, a lot of people disliked the game's more serious, gritty atmosphere compared to San
Thank you, Brandon, for the 20 months. Thank you for entertaining me this long. It's insane. I've been doing this membership for 20 months. Yeah, appreciate that. In the new year, we're actually going to look at like giving you guys proper rewards and stuff, not just like Discord roles or funny icons. Because I remember like I saw Ludwig and Critical Breakdown because they both dual stream. And I did notice that they basically said that like on Twitch, everyone becomes a sub, but on YouTube, no one does it. Like there's just no culture around it at all.
Andreas, which up until that point was the most wacky entry in the series. A lot of people wanted to go back to a more video gamey type of GTA. Rockstar had left a
It blows my mind that like Ryder in San Andreas is literally just easy. Just looks exactly like him.
Gap in the market, and here was the perfect game right on time to fill that gap. GTA 4 wanted to be realistic, to make the player feel like they're running around in the real New York City as a miserable guy. Saints Row 2 is happy just to be a game though. Yeah, I'll join your gang and kill people with you, but only if you can do a really cool jump. In Saints
Do you guys remember the main voice actor you could pick? Because in Saints Row 1, your character was a mute unless certain points. Saints Row 2, you could pick different voices. And then you could pick...
Pyro, my birthday is in 2 days. While we are delaying the video with game suggestions, check out Katana Zero if you haven't already. Go to Zesty and Story.
Now that Pyrocynical has arrived, piggies can eat. Going.
Thank you, Catsin, for the 10. Katana Zero, isn't that the anime game? Everyone tells me to play that game. Katana Zero. Oh, it looks kind of baby. All right.
Sure 2, the main character can throw people off bridges. In GTA 4 though, the main character wants to throw himself off a bridge.
To be fair, in GTA 4, you could pick up little bricks and throw them at people. That was funny. Do you remember in GTA 4, you could actually pick up random prop objects like cans and stuff and throw them? It was pointless, but like, you know. And then GTA 5 just didn't have any of those features at all.
I always thought they were both fantastic games, but for some reason people online have never...
The cutscene choreography for Saints Row 2 was actual cinema, though. When they had these, like... Because I think this is, like, one of the third last missions for the Ronin, one of the gangs you go against. But yeah, it was actual cinema.
Been able to like two things at once. At the time, there was a huge rivalry between the fans of each game. A good thing about Saints Row being dead for the last 10 years is that nobody bothers to go back to old trailers the way they do with, you know, GTA 4. So all those...
Your character does speak more than once? Okay. All right, you want to get technical? He speaks 3 times. He speaks at the end of every single gang campaign, and then he speaks at the very end of the story. Okay. Sorry, Reddit. Sorry, Reddit. I correct myself. Please don't downvote me.
Comments from 14, 16 years ago are still right there under Saints Row 2 videos. Some of them are quite funny. Imagine your second game in the series, and you're already being compared with Rockstar and stealing...
You know what's funny about that guy?
Happy holidays, Pyro. Serious question, how do you find artists for your commissions? Do you do networking to find the best quality artworks that fit your needs, whether they're drawings, comics, or animations? And is this too big a price to pay for them?
Okay. You've actually reminded me of some furry drama I got into recently. Hang on. Thank you for the 10, by the way. Hang on. There was some insane... Oh, God.
Have you heard of Styro Steve? He's a really cool dude.
I haven't, but thank you, Bad Guy, for the 10. Thank you, Bod, for the 10. Finally caught a stream. Been watching since the Leafy era. It blows my mind that people have been watching that long. It's crazy. Genuinely. Look at this, though. If you go on... If you go on Pyro, you can see... It literally comes up. So I did this... Don't show it on stream. I'm not going to show the actual tweet. I'll just show my reply. So oh, this is bad. So there was a guy. Okay, so you know the whole bit at the internet at the minute is like anything fat related, I get tagged in. Anything inflated, I get tagged in. Like I'm not joking. I go on my TikTok notifications. I go on my Twitter notifications. It's all I get. I'm not showing fat on stream. Don't worry. I'm not doing that. But there was a commission here of a guy that I've commissioned before, like very talented artist. And then I replied to him basically saying, well. And then I replied to myself saying wrong account, you know, just playing into the bit, right? Because like I see like the fat meme I get tagged in so many times. And like occasionally I just think, yeah, okay, I'll play into it. But me replying to that guy went absolutely viral. And then there was like a lot of people that came out of the woodwork to like attack him and stuff, saying like, oh, this is disgusting. You're like promoting and glorifying obesity. This is like mental illness, you know, while they're probably like whacking off to feet or something. I think you could be into whatever you want as long as it's not harming someone. But yeah, I got into a lot of trouble from that. I've had so many like furry artists and stuff block me. Thankfully, no one that I actually talked to. But yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like I swear like a good chunk of the community actually ended up blocking me. I had people reach out to me as well, and they were saying like, yo, you gotta like address this. And I was like, well, I can't address it because if I address it, I'm gonna bring more attention to it and get the guy into more, you know, get more people like go over and like annoy him and stuff. Because I don't even think it was like I basically sparked that. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. And then I reached out to the guy and I DM'd him and I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. Because he was getting harassed really badly. Like, people come after me, they roast me, they say stuff. I've got a thick skin. It's my job. But then, like, if you go after like an artist or something, they're not used to that. So it's like, it's just mind numbing, like mind destroying, right? I reached out to him and apologized. And I said, I'm really sorry. I can put out a tweet if you want. Just clearing the air up and stuff. He replied to me saying, I totally accept your apology. I know what you did wasn't malicious. I just want to like move on from it and stuff. And I was like, fair enough. And that should have been the end of it. But it's so weird. I've had like so many furries on Twitter that they've done this weird thing where there's a situation with a guy and I've apologized to him and he's accepted it. But then you've got some furries, like classic Twitter users, that seem to that they're that attention starved that they need to make a situation about themselves. And they were saying stuff like, I think it was, we need to disown Pyro from the fat furry community. You know, a tear rolled down my eye as that was being said. And the funny thing is, like, a lot of the people that were actually trying to call me out and block me, they've been in my DMs for like a year straight, like begging me for a commission. Genuine, like over a year, like multiple people. It's insane. And because I feel like because I didn't take them up on a commission, or I said I'm interested and then didn't follow up because I'm incredibly busy, they've taken it so personally. Like, if you're messaging me for a year straight about a commission because I replied one time saying sure, like years ago, I think you should probably take the hints that I'm probably not going to commission you. It was very weird. It was like a situation where like a lot of furries were making it about themselves. But I talked to the actual artist himself and he was so sweet. He was so nice about it. He accepted the apology. He said he knew what I was doing wasn't malicious. It was just a bit. I'm definitely not going to do that again, though. I'm not going to reply to like another artist with that because the chance it blows up and the chance that a lot of people attack the artist. You know, I'm not saying to tone down the atting fat stuff at me, by the way. I know that's basically just part of the brand now. Like I don't mind that. It's obviously just when people get caught in the crossfire, I think that's incredibly unfair. Do it again. just do it again and just apologize the second time. No, I'm not doing it again. Anyways.
Game in the series, and you're already being compared with Rockstar and stealing their fans away. That is an amazing start to his...
Also, this guy, I don't want to be racist here. I think I'm right.
Pyro, this is my first time donating, but I'm pretty sure I one-tapped you on Siege when you were Diamond.
I was never
Anyway,
Diamond.
I have a video request. Can you make a video on the lore of Elden Slop? Thanks.
Thank you, Mox the 10. What a terrible time for a donor to kick in.
Stand up. I'm saving. I need this, man. I need this.
Wow. Wow, that was... I can't even clip farm that. That was just awful. That was terrible. Right, Johnny, how'd you spell his name again? It's Johnny Gat and Washed. Hang on, Johnny Gat's actor, right? It is Dr. Hahn from I Am a Surgeon. It is! I wasn't racist. I knew it. Daniel Day Kim. That's right. That's right. It's that. So he's the actor for Johnny Gat. And he is... Doctor. I just love the face he was giving. Like, I am a surgeon. Dr. Hahn. Yeah. Johnny Gat is Daniel. Oh, only in the third game? Oh, that kind of makes sense, yeah. It's like more modeled after him in the third game, when everything didn't look like a PS1 character.
Funny thing I have noticed. Whenever someone has the oddest fetish, they tend to be the most chill people on Earth. At least from my experience.
Thank you, bad guy, for the 10. I can't lie, bro. That sounds like cope. That is the biggest cope I've heard, but I appreciate it.
Back to a series. Volition even made a trailer to try and cater to the fans who thought that GTA had gotten a bit too serious.
Would you rather go bowling or steal a septic truck and
Oh my god, I remember Septic Avenger. You just sprayed shit on people.
spray loads
Thank you, Titus the 5.
of sewage on pedestrians? Would you rather go to the cabaret with a friend or inflict serious bodily injuries to your friend to earn a little insurance money?
Saints Row 2 was a great game. I liked it a lot. The characters were fun. The music was amazing.
What was that guy's name again? Romero or something with the purple beanie? He actually had one of the saddest deaths in the entire franchise, easily.
It was amazing. The visuals were kind of ugly. There was a ton of insane Easter eggs, character customization. There was a lot that people loved about Saints Row 2. Even today, there's still people with channels dedicated to talking about it. They're all
Yeah, Flippy makes really good content. I watched his channel like religiously.
depressed, but they are still there. Unfortunately, Saints Row 2 is where, for a lot of people, the series ends. Which sounds bad.
Why are we saying stand up? What happened? What was said? What was said?
Because we're one game in and the series has already ended. Because it is bad. At this point in time, however, things were looking great from players' perspectives.
Oh, there's a fat guy? Oh, I get it.
A lot of people thought Volition were poised to eventually become Rockstar's rival. They had the perfect opportunity, a huge segment of Rockstar fans that they could appeal to with their less serious game.
Is there any example where there's two similar franchises and they both do very well? I can't think of one. You got COD and Battlefield. What's the comparison? Like, Battlefield is dead. I mean, they're still making another one. But Battlefield cannot compete with COD. And then GTA, nothing
Been
competes
here
with that.
since MLG Teletubbies. Met you in Warsaw on Death Grips. I chugged like 5 beers and was probably annoying as hell but still had great interaction with you. Thanks for bringing me happiness even after all these years.
Based.
Love you.
Thank you for the 10.
Hey Pyro, can you watch my mate's video on the Pepsi Man game?
No.
His name is Cypher and his vid is called The Surprisingly Effective Marketing Strategy of the 2010s.
No, I'm not doing that. Thank you, Gamey, for the 10.
To the guy who said people with the oddest fetish are actually she'll look at pedophilia/nonsense. And the only time my uncle was ever chill was when he was chilling in my bed.
Okay, skipping that. Skipping that.
Yo, my dono didn't come through. Are you scamming your fans now too?
Oh.
Pyro, did you know that there is a guy that comments on every Slop Live video saying the slop thickens, he is my goat?
Is that the guy with the dog profile picture? He does that. He does that on Dolan's videos as well. That was definitely one of the most Pyro Live donors of all time.
An absolutely gorgeous situation. I think this moment was the highlight of Volition's entire career, but it's all downhill from here. Before I go into the absolutely everything Volition did wrong,
Could a game get away with that now, like playing Oriental music when you throw someone against a gong?
At least the Twitter comment put Picart on my timeline, do it again.
Thank you, Annan, for the 10.
First, I should talk about money, because when it comes to money, there is no competing with Rockstar. The original Saints Row...
Pyro, you still didn't answer the question of that guy who donated $100. How do you find artists for your commissions?
Oh my
Last
god!
Annoying Dono.
He did!
Please look at Styro Steve. It's worth it, methinks.
Oh my god, MR, bro, I'm so sorry. You gave 100 and I didn't even notice. Yeah, thank you so... Yeah, shoutouts to MR. Shoutouts to MR in chat. Thank you so much. I didn't even notice. I'm really sorry. How do you find artists for your commissions? It's just Twitter. It's genuinely one of the only reasons I came back on Twitter is just for commissions. Pretty much. Yeah, it's just a good way to network and stuff. And thankfully, a lot of them like already follow me or they have like DMs open and stuff like that. Yeah, 100 is crazy though, man. Thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. I gotta start looking at the zeros. Styro Steve. Wait, what's Fortnite just tweeted out? What did they just tweet out? That's crazy. Did they just tweet that now? Yeah, they did. Toilet plunger. It's happening. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Finally, Fortnite will be playable again. I like how they released that first person mode for Fortnite and it just looks like a mobile game.
2 million copies.
What's Styro Steve? Okay, I'm it's a suicide hotline. What? Oh no, this guy. Oh no, you're on about the hair guy, aren't you? Oh my god. Okay. So I type in Styro Steve and it comes up saying help is available. Help for suicidal thoughts. Why does it do that when you look it up? Yeah, okay. So I know about this guy. I actually had him saved. Styro Steve. So this is a guy who collects his girlfriend's hair until Styro Steve has a full head of hair. My girlfriend doesn't know this account exists. Don't tell her. And he's got an address. Oh, so he can send him Bitcoin or something. His location is a barber shop. Day 1 of collecting my girlfriend's hair and putting it on Styro Steve. Another day, another hair. Started from the bottom, now we hair. Going to tape a single strand of hair to the wall and sell it to Justin's son for 6.9 million, then force him to eat it. By the way, this is my all-time favorite place in the entire world. The Strand. Over my entire life, I have collected 23,456 strands of hair. I'm trying to 100 times this. Found a gold mine. So this guy, does this guy just walk around collecting hairs? Like he just goes into like, dude, could you imagine this guy working in, he definitely works at a barbershop, right? That's his wet dream. All the hair clippings and stuff that go on the floor that repulse people. He's probably just there like slurping it all up, like putting it in a little book. Crazy. What are you saying Pyro haircut? There's no, he's got 3 hairs on his head. What are you saying Pyro haircut? It might be a weird fetish. It might be like an elaborate gimmick account. Or it could genuinely be a kink. The Bay Harbor Barber. Wait, isn't that a Dexter bit? The Bay Harbor Butcher? The Bay Harbor Barber. Join my hairmunity. I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that link. Styro Steve, Binance. Depending at the end of the day. This guy tweets. Look how much this guy tweets. Oh my god, this guy tweets like... Oh my god, this is all in a day. This is all in a... Oh my god, he tweets like a... Tweets like an e-girl. Oh my god. Tweets like a white girl talking about her problems. God. Is this what it looks like when you follow one of those accounts that says protected tweets? That is insane. I genuinely have never seen, like... The only people that Steve might actually have competition with are those blue checkmark accounts that reply to every single tweet because they get like 5 pennies for it. Having a single strand of hair is way cooler than having 1 Bitcoin. I feel like this is some crypto thing, right? Yeah, he's shilling crypto. It's over. He'll probably make his own coin. Depending at the end of day price for Styro, I plan to donate $10,000 to a hefty charity or kids cancer. Charity wallet close to 10,000 now. So he's giving back to the community. Thank you, Shifty, for the 10. My father got really drunk and started calling you a... Can't say that. Wait, what is that? What the hell? Yeah, no wonder that dono didn't play. Jesus. Having 1 single strand of hair is way cooler than having 1 Bitcoin. I mean, what's the value of a Bitcoin again? I don't know about that. I'd rather have a Bitcoin. I mean, that's 83k for a single Bitcoin. That is literally a hair transplant and then some. Like, what's a hair transplant? Like 20k or something? Probably. I would rather have a Bitcoin. I would rather have a Bitcoin than a head of hair. Steve with hair. I'm so flipping ticked off right now. My girlfriend just got out of the shower and I had a huge wad of black hair on her hand. She literally flushed it down the toilet in front of me. My heart sank to my chest and I wanted to yell at her at the top of my lungs. 13.4 million market cap is nothing. The hair stays on. Styro Steve hit $10 million market cap. The hair stays on. For those who don't know me, I'm Styro Steve. Every day, I collect my girlfriend's hair and put it on Styro Steve. She has no idea I'm doing this. She'll probably leave me if she finds out. Please don't tell my girlfriend about this, okay? Meds now. It's the thing is, he could be mentally unwell, but then crypto's involved. You do not know the depths that these crypto bros stoop to. It is terrifying. It is terrifying. I like blonde hair. I like brown hair. I like black hair. I like red hair. I don't like blue hair. It's not natural. He doesn't like people with pronouns. No, he's not.
It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the jar.
It puts its lotion on the skin or it gets the jar. What's that from again? Kill Bill? No. Wait a minute. Skibidi? Wait a minute. Midsummer Murders? No. Hannibal? No. Hannibal Lecter? Silence of the Lambs. That's it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I got there eventually. Wow. Brain is
Hi
shot.
Pyro, I've been watching your content since the MLG days. I've been appreciative of your recent push to make the slop more high quality. Sincerely, an extremely rare 1% female viewer.
Thank you, Ishballs, for the 10.
Saw you on the leaderboards as Diamond, but anyway wanted to say thanks for helping through my depression. Been watching since you were saying the N-word Lamau also when is Betscup 2. Last of my money from my paycheck, please don't use it for inflation.
Really had to bring that one up. Really had to bring that one up. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Chris the 25. Thank you, Chris. Stop ignoring my donos. Do you plan on making any content on Pizza Tower? Not really. I think it's kind of came and gone. Maybe at some point. I do want to do like more kind of gaming videos though, definitely. Silence of the Skibidi. Why is that donut not playing? Anyway. Apparently, women have postpartum hair loss. This weekend, I'm going to frantically try to get my girlfriend pregnant. Let's have a vote. Where should Styro Steve have his hair allocated next? Mullet, rat tail, comb over, mustache. Oh, it's gotta be the rat tail. Oh, come on. Mullet 1. Okay. I forget Australia's a country. Hey, DK Sportsbook. Is this a betting site? Can you create an over and under, and when Styro Steve will have a full head of hair? Hey, Polymarket. Are you down to create an over and under when Styro Steve gets a full head of hair? Day 3 of collecting my girlfriend's hair and sticking it on Styro Steve. Girlfriend is fast asleep. Finally. Time to add to my collection before I pass out. Where should I put the next strands of beautiful hair on Styro Steve? This is ill. This is illness. This guy needs to be locked up.
Mr. Slop, did you see that Astrobot 1?
I saw that Astrobot 1, and then one of the developers for Black Myth Wukong he was genuinely crying. I find it crazy that Astrobot 1, because it's literally just... It's Super Mario Galaxy with mascots. I've never played it, by the way. And everyone that hates on the game has also not played it. I know I'm no better than them. There's no games. Have you ever... Thank you, Bird, for the 10.
Pyro, have you ever heard of the game Generation Zero? Seems right up your alley. It's a first-person shooter story game that takes place in Sweden, and it just received its last update.
Generation Zero. Is it actually in Sweden? Oh, look, they have the red house in Sweden. Yeah. Look. Yeah, they have red house in Sweden. They probably have Dollar Hest in the window. And he's probably listening to Blady. What does it look like? Team Fortress 2. Oh my god, how much money has he made? I was about to go to bed, and then I saw someone donated $4,000 to the Styro Steve charity account. We will get this allocated tomorrow to the right charity. I love this because there's actually something wholesome about it. He's doing this all to raise money for charity, doing an elaborate bit. The thing is, though, will he do a rug pull? And a rug pull as in all the money goes into his bank account, not for charity? Maybe. I mean, this could be totally made up. Oh, wait. Oh, this could be real. Just sent $2,000 to St. Jude, 1,000 from the charity wallet and 1,000 from my personal. Here's the receipt. Happy to share the wallet codes if you need more proof. Hopefully we can continue doing this in the future. Oh, that's base though. Yeah, use Sol as well. That's really cool. Damn. So he's actually using it to give to charity.
Pyro, have you seen Wilner's new videos where he ran to Brighton to meet James Marriott?
Yeah, I saw that video. The production value behind it's insane. Yeah, Will's videos have really stepped up recently. It's funny. He's like one of the last UK YouTubers that actually does original content. I mean, it's like it's UK Ryan Trahan, but it's still like, you know, there's still so much effort that goes into those videos. Yeah, the fact he's sending it to charity, that is based. I can't even hate. I can't hate on my boy Styro Steve. Shoutouts to my boy Styro Steve. Can we get W's in chat for Styro Steve? He's actually doing the most. Genuinely. Before I go to bed, can someone connect me with a kids cancer center who will accept crypto as a donation? I'll donate 1,000 out of my wallet, out of the public wallet, and then 1,000 out of my personal wallet. Dude, this guy's just giving to so many charities, though. Look at that. I mean, I hope it's not fake. You know what? I believe Styro Steve. I don't think it's scam fans. I believe Styro Steve. We believe in Styro Steve. He's giving away so much money. Oh my god. I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom. And girlfriend. Not even my girlfriend, by the way. Just girlfriend. Just some woman he's kept as a slave. And girlfriend just brushed her hair. Can't wait for her to go to sleep so I can add this to Styro Steve. Oh, Ryanair. Okay. Right. I love how Ryanair, whoever they're hiring, whatever Gen Z they're hiring for Ryanair, it's so obvious that they're trying to be the Wendy's account so bad. If you've seen the Ryanair Twitter account, they just relentlessly roast people. Benny Blanco proposed to Selena Gomez with a Taco Bell picnic, and then they said cheaper than us. If you don't know, by the way, Ryanair are like an ultra low-cost airline. Like, they're that cheap that the CEO of Ryanair was genuinely trying to set up planes so you stood up for the flight. There was no seats. I'll see if I can find it. It was standing seats. Ryanair's proposed standing seats to increase capacity and lower ticket prices. Yeah, that's it. Like, are you joking? Like, bro, am I dropping in on Helldivers 2? What is that? I mean, that's not too bad. That's just a smaller seat. Actually, no, I take that back. It looks like one of the chairs that the kids sit in at McDonald's. Yeah, she looks very comfortable there. That's actually me on any flight when the guy in front of me reclines his seat. By the way, if any of you fly and you recline your seat, you should be shot in the street. You should be killed in a video game, obviously. In Fortnite, obviously. But genuinely, you should be cremated. I hate people that do that. Because I'll have someone push their seat in front of me, and I'm still too much of a nice guy to recline my seat back to punish the person. Because this is how it works, right? You'll get some guy recline his seat, and he'll be like, too many cheeseburgers. And then he reclines back, right? He reclines back like this, and then you're huddled up. You can't move. So what happens? You're basically given two choices here. This is like in BioShock when you harvest the little sister or you save her. It's like, do you make the evil choice and do you also lean back in the seat to punish the person behind you? Or do you make the moral choice of stopping the domino effect? You could be like Noah dividing the seas and be like, no, I will not recline my seat by 20 degrees and punish the person behind me who's probably eating their food on their tray. I will not do that. That if you want to be a good person, never recline your seat on a flight. Never do that. Nice guy. r/nice guy. I'm actually gonna time you out. Nah, hang on. Now I'm timing you out. Like you are definitely a guy to recline your seat. By the way, to recline your seat because you got a bit of the queso gut. It's fine, man. It's fine. You know, I don't understand why you think it's okay to punish other people though. Crazy. Anyway. What was I doing? Seat recliners. Recline it all the way. I did it once as a kid and like some guy like kicked my seat. This is crazy though. The hair police have been alerted. The hair police. Who is running this account? This guy's actually a comedy genius. How is he? Police. Not sure if this is satire or not, but proper authorities have been notified of your creepy behavior and posts in case you are just a freak. Who did you call the police? The police. Okay, that's funny. This guy's... I love this guy. Holy smokes, an Italian. What is this? How big a body styro you got for the chest, back and midsection? I'm Italian. He's getting Litecoin to interact with him now. Litecoin is actually the most dead coin apart from Doge. This is exactly why the internet was created. I do love how Twitter works, where blue check marks will just quote your tweet. Adding nothing. I mean, I do the same thing, but I'm allowed to because I don't get paid for it. It's crazy. Twitter always blows my mind how you can come up with a really original tweet and then a gameback account will quote tweet you saying, Lamau, bruh, for real, no cap, crying emoji, pray hands emoji, and they just get like 50,000 times more interaction. Anyone know if this guy would pay $1 million for a fresh set of silky black hair? I could not imagine Jeff Bezos with hair. That'd be awful. It's an awful thought. POV, me waiting for my girlfriend to finish in the shower so I can go plug hunting. Oh, is that when all the hair gets caught in the drain? Oh, nasty. Nasty. They're leeches. No, I didn't even know that blue check marks get paid. As soon as I found that out, I realized why they tweet 50,000 times a day. It actually makes sense now. Like, some of them will probably make an income off it. Styro Steve's account is trash. Hair collector? Who cares? Oh, we've got a hater now. We got a Styro Steve hater. Thank you, Ranger, for the month. Is your profile picture Dr. Bosch? Fallout New Vegas ARG guy. Have you seen the Game of the Year awards? Witcher 4 was announced. Yeah, I saw it. Oh, yeah, The Witcher 4's getting hate because the woman isn't attractive enough. Like, she looks fine. And then I saw people were just putting, like, the Chad filter on her, and it's like, okay, she looks hot now. Like, she is... The woman in the trailer was, like, genuinely hot. It's like, I don't, like, what are the standards anymore? I swear, like, because originally it's like, if they have, like, a masculine face or they're just black, that's not attractive, apparently, according to Twitter. But that's like a white woman. So you should stop complaining. But they just complain anyway. It's like, genuinely, like... What do you want, bro? I don't get it. I'd be so ticked off if my girlfriend dyed her hair blonde right now. That would screw up Styro Steve so bad. I'd probably break up with her. Actually, I would 100% break up with her. And then find another girl with the same color and tone of hair. Could you imagine, like, you know how people date people based
Whoever
on, like...
is a hater of Styro Steve is a hater of me. All the haters can get blocked.
They get blocked. All the haters get blocked. We support Styro Steve in this house. Styro Steve in this house. Collect hair when others are greedy, and collect hair when others are fearful. Warren Buffett, he never said that. What? I'm sorry. Warren Buffett never said that. That's not even a statement, and he replaced the word with hair. Who said that? That's not a line. No, it's not. Why does he come up with wicked? Things I think about. Hair, getting drunk, hair. My camera, oh, for God's sake. I think I hit it too hard. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Give me a minute. I might have hit the table and unplugged something. Okay, hang on. Let me try and get this back on. Please God, turn on. There we go. Oh, I don't know what's up with that. All right. Gonna hit some Galaxy Gas. Shout out to Galaxy Gas. Another hit. You know the worst thing is about this? This is an oxygen canister, right? It's like hiking. That's it. It's for hiking. I bought it because I'm a moron. But I had a TikTok featuring this and it got taken down because the bots thought it was Galaxy Gas. Crazy. Nova 6? I mean, I'll be honest. Galaxy Gas might as well be Nova 6. It deprives your brain of B12. It can literally put you into a wheelchair. You lose the feeling of sensation, where you lose the ability to move your arms and your legs. It puts people into wheelchairs. Like, it's a high that lasts 10 seconds as well. I could not imagine anything worse in the world. Are you on Blue Sky? No. No, I don't use it. There's a guy impersonating me on there, though. It's not me. No joke. My girlfriend showed me one of my tweets. She said, "This is creepy as fuck. This is not great, fellas. If she leaves me, I'll simply get another girlfriend, even thicker head of hair." Isn't that crazy that Styrofoam Steve actually has more hairs on his head than Andrew Tate? That's crazy. He's actually mogging. He tweeted at him, "Not great at Cobra Tate. Not great. I'm the top G now." Why does he... Dude, there's something so magical about this account. He's actually tweeting like a Facebook boomer. He's tweeting like a Facebook boomer, but everything hits. Every joke hits. Ciri was hinted at being the next main character at the end of Witcher 3, and Geralt's story ends with the Blood and Wine DLC. Also, the new game, Intergalactic. Ah, that's right, the bald-headed woman, and they were just like, "Oh, it's woke. It's woke." Yeah, can only have white men in games, unfortunately, boys. Sorry about that. Slim pickings, unfortunately. There's like a single hair. He's got nothing. Slim pickings. Why does he tweet so based? Slim pickings. Just the unfortunately at the end. It's like when you say unlucky. This is comedy platinum. Why is this hitting so good? It's actually tickling the parts of my brain that find things funny. Slim pickings.
I can't believe Joe Swanson took a hit of galaxy gas, ripped his legs.
Yeah, Joe Swanson actually hit the galaxy gas too hard. Slim pickings, unfortunately. Like, he was just actually so melancholy after tweeting that. He probably just went to bed. It's like, slim pickings, unfortunately. Love is in the hair. I got kicked out the cosmology school because they caught me shoving all the hair into garbage bags. People keep DMing me asking how I'll keep this project going if my girlfriend finds out and breaks me up. It's very simple. I'll just get another girlfriend. Doge Army. Okay. Hey, let's collaborate. Okay. I'm influencer and promoter. I'm hair collector. Holy TikTok reply. The crying emoji and the sob emoji. Guys, it's not TikTok. You're not going to get likes
Robot
by doing
hair
that.
When he could have just touched grass.
Thank you, Andrew Tate, for the 10. To me, this is like finding $1 million on the sidewalk. That's not real hair, though. It's a wig. What a beautiful image. Be careful, Steve. That looks like a perfectly placed trap. The fence. The fence. It's like he's on a manhunt just for being such a little Dennis the Menace. Just running around collecting people's hair. Started from the bottom, now he actually started off on a single strand of hair. And now look what he's got up to. By the way, chat, I would like to point out all the tweets I've been over is less than a day. Less than a day. 22 hours. How many tweets have I got over? Like 50? This has to be ran by like 30 people. There's no way. This dedicate. It has to be autism. That's it. We found it. It has to be autism. This is his hyperfixation. There's no way. It's not a kink or anything like that. It's pure autism. Autism is an absolute superpower if you hone it correctly. Is it weird that when I know my girlfriend is out with her friends, I go into her condo without her knowing so I can search for her hair on the ground, the bathroom, and her bed? It's harmless. And I'm also helping to keep her place clean. Got every single friend of mine to sign up to X and download a Phantom wallet last night. Happy holidays. Imagine all the hair on those stairs. That's all he's thinking about. That is all he's thinking about. It's his little interest. It's his little interest. He's harmless. I don't know. Like, he might turn violent. He might turn violent if he doesn't get the hair. Could you imagine if a woman he asks a woman for her hair? She says no. He might get violent. Oh, that's an Elon Musk picture, isn't it? Yep. Hey, Elon Musk. What did you do with all the hair here? I'm interested in buying it from you if you still have it. Just name your price, Elon. I'm willing to pay anything for your gorgeous locks. Getting my scissors out. The thing is, you see clips like this of people on planes and you know it's bait. That's her mate. No one does this on a plane. No one does this. And the fact that there isn't like a viral video going around of like a woman being thrown off for her hair being on like someone's screen, it's just obviously her mate. One night with Sydney Sweeney or one strand of hair sent to your physical address? Choose. Every year, a woman loses enough hair to fill up an entire vacuum, the sink, bathtub drain, and an entire dustpan twice. Collect that hair. Real wealth is measured in strands of hair. This is a beautiful account. I found a new strand of hair. Is he just adding them individually? Oh my god. He's like adding them individually. He's not even like adding clumps. It's like a single hair at a time. Dude, what's Styro Steve gonna look like when he's finished? He's gonna look like Rick Owen. Look at this. This is what Styro Steve's gonna look like when he's finished. He's actually gonna... that is the same head shape! Yo, what? Is that Rick Owen bust? That is what Styro Steve... That could be Styro Steve. This could be Styro Steve. We might have stumbled upon real life Styro Steve.
I wanted to suggest you a really good Roblox game called Decaying Winter. It's a game that is really fun but also really hard. I recommend playing with friends if you do play this game. Have a good stream.
Decaying Winter. What the hell is this? Like how there's always fan art for Roblox games. When did this come out? Like 2009? That is Styro Steve. Crazy. I love Rick Owen styles. It's always just, they always go so hard. They just look so bizarre. Dude, you know he's like 70, right? He's kept in such good shape. It's actually wild. He put out this statement as well, which is kind of based, and he said like, he was like, always put like your own health, your own physical appearance and health over like buying clothes. Because clothes, like buying clothes aren't going to like fix you. I mean, you can definitely buy better styles and stuff and like get a fit, but you know, you always need to focus on yourself first. How old is he? He's like 69, right? 63? Oh, okay. Still pretty damn though. Like for 63, he looks good. Crazy. Styro Steve. He actually does look like Rick Owens. Ever since I was a kid, I love women's hair. I remember carrying around Ziploc bags. Okay, I do want to say, by the way, is this guy not giving off smart schoolboy 9 vibes? No one thinks this at all. Like, he's harmless. He's like a harmless version. Instead of going after kids, he's going after hair. But still, like, this is weird. It's a weird level of obsession. Ever since I was a kid, I loved women's hair. I would carry it around in Ziploc bags with names of girls in my high school written on them. When I saw loose strands of hair, I would take them and put them into the baggies. I must have had 12 full bags of different hair. This is crazy. This is not harmless. I mean, compared to Smart Schoolboy 9, this guy's basically Mahatma Gandhi. That's all I'm saying. Girlfriend just texted me saying she's getting a haircut today. Not great. Not great. Not great. Thank the good Lord she's only getting a trim to get the split ends off. Does he sneak into her room every night and just cut off her hair? I've only been dating my girlfriend for a month. Oh, this poor woman. I imagine he is like camping out. Like he's camping outside of barbershops, just whacking off. Just seeing all that hair on the floor. My girlfriend almost discovered Styro Steve. I damn near had a heart attack. Day 2 of collecting my girlfriend's hair and sticking it on Styro Steve until the head is full. Why does it look like... It looks like a Greek philosopher like Hippocrates or something. He's got it on a book called Security Analysis and the Intelligent Investor. The Bay Harbor Barber. I like that one. Girlfriend left a humongous hair on the
I
bed.
would ask for your hair, but it seems you need it a lot more than me.
Thank you, Styro Steve. I have a healthy head of hair, by the way. I have a healthy head of hair, by the way. A healthy head of hair. Do you see any balding there? Do you see any balding? No. No. Exactly. I have a healthy head of hair, by the way. It's not Cope. It's not Cope. He reminds you of the candles guy. Yeah, the candles guy was like, his English was actually so poor though. It was like all ran through Google Translate. Immaculate head of hair. Thank you. Thank you. Bald in 2 months. That's the Cope. Yeah, okay. So you can't dig at me now. So you have to say I'm going to go bald in 2 months. Okay. All right. That's Cope. That's what we call Cope. Say that I'm coping, but chat's coping. They want to collect my girlfriend's hair to put it on Styro Steve. Look at all those hairs. Oh, individual hairs are so. Does no one like the feeling of hairs? I think a long hair is disgusting. Like if I pull out one of my own hairs or something, it's like, oh, I don't care. But like if I see like a long hair like near my food or something, it's just it puts me off so much. Like having a hair in your food is actually one of the worst things you can ever experience. Main channel, thank you, Ranger, for the 10. Have you seen the documentary Savage Land? A man in Arizona that gets accused of killing 57 people and all that's left is 37 photos. That sounds like the synopsis of a Wendigoon video. The Styro Steve bit is dead. You can open up TikTok, mate, on the side. You'll be alright. We're nearly done anyway. Found another gorgeous strand of hair for Styro Steve. We'll add this to
Are you still doing a video on Shipwrecked? I was so engulfed in that game when you were playing it.
I am. We have not dropped that. We just had another couple projects come up first, but I am still doing Shipwrecked. We'll add this to the mustache. Wait, he's doing a mustache on Styro Steve as well as hair? Real wealth is measured in the strands of hair you collect from your girlfriend. The hair stays on. Day 2, my girlfriend is still fully unaware that I'm collecting her hairs and putting them on Styro Steve. Let's hope she never finds out, fellas. By the way, my girlfriend has no idea about this. I'm actually terrified she'll find out.
Doing a bit of React Andy today? Here's an analog horror list: Left 4 Dead, Batman, and a surprisingly good Godzilla one by Lost Utopia Films. I watched a video by June on Criotic, PewDiePie's ex-friend. It old drama, but it gave me like icky feeling.
Yeah, the Cry stuff's crazy. He never came back after that, right? Okay, that's it. That's the entire history of Styro Steve. I'm not joking. He's probably tweeted about 50 times since I've last checked the account. Should we have a look? He's actually still going. This was 58 seconds ago. AI to hair rotation has begun. My girlfriend just went to work. No hair. Can some hairy girls post photos of their hair below? Tag Styro Steve. Holy freaking gold mine. Styrofoam Steve just got eyelashes. He is leveling up. The detangling process must be studied. New girlfriend just dropped. Rate my hair. Holy smokes, I want to collect it. Could you imagine a guy and he only rates women based off hair, just not like actual physical like facial features or
Yo,
like...
Pyro, if you could send any item to your past self, what would you send? Note, you can't send back the statue. Even if you did, it will come back. Choose something else.
Ooh.
Hey Pyro, there has been a development with Smart's Coolboy 9. You should check out the Danky Jabos video.
Thank you, Pastel, for the 10. Appreciate it. What would I send back to myself? What would I send back to myself? Probably something nice. A loaded gun. I really hope that gets put in a compilation of me with the Aphex Twins song in the background. I'm literally giving you guys free clips to farm right here. Come on. You guys got to try harder. God, he's tweets. Okay, we're done with this now. We're done with this now. That was certainly a trip though. That was an hour-long side quest, by the way.
In roughly 2 years. Since your 2 then sold 3.4 million copies in a similar time span. Not bad, a decent improvement. GTA 4 came out...
They actually didn't sell that many more copies than the original.
6 months earlier, so it had
Okay, it's gonna be like 20 mil.
a slight advantage. It sold 17 million.
Oh, I wasn't far off. I wasn't far off. Damn. To be fair though, I remember the advertising campaign they had for I swear Take-Two will genuinely put hundreds of millions of dollars into advertising campaigns. I remember when GTA 5 was coming out on console before PC when I was a kid, and you could not escape it. It took up every single ad, every single billboard, like all across Birmingham. And if they're advertising that in Birmingham, they're probably doing it all over the UK, all over Europe, the world.
Units, which is, yeah, I'll admit it's slightly more. Yeah, it's clear the GTA 4 figures absolutely dwarf the Saints Row sales.
It was literally advertising and marketing. You can't compete. Take-Two are monolithic. They're so huge.
But keep in mind, this is only Saints Row's second entry into the series. By this point, GTA was already thoroughly established. Everyone had heard of GTA. They were so established that their ads were literally just GTA 4 with no attempt to actually sell the game to you. They'll just buy it anyway. And they were completely right. They just took the piss. This guy wasn't even in the game. I've never seen this guy before in my life.
That guy on the left, that's the Italian guy that you speak to that gets killed during the deal, I'm pretty sure.
So for GTA, you had GTA 1, GTA London, GTA 2, GTA 3, GTA...
Something really sneaky about GTA, by the way. I'm sure you all know this from like all the video essays on YouTube. But what Rockstar did, which is a very sneaky move, to get more publicity and to get people to play GTA, like the original ones, because these were... Like, if you look up like GTA 1... okay, let's look up GTA London. That's like the second one. It's just top-down. It looks like a mobile game. It looks like garbage. Like, even back then, it wasn't good. But what they actually did is to, like, bump up sales. They paid reviewers to write negative articles about the game, saying it's too violent, it's too gory, there's too much swearing. They did that on purpose, knowing that people are going to look into it more and buy it out of, like, pure interest. It's the same what KSI did. You know, thick of it? He was, like, basically, like, rage baiting everyone. Like, singling out Dan TDM. He's doing that on purpose, just so, like, everyone was like, you know, all the kids at school were like, have you heard KSI's new song? It's shit, mate.
GTA Vice City, GTA...
And then he calls himself a marketing genius, something GTA did literally 30 years ago, by the way.
San Andreas, GTA Advance, GTA 4, and GTA Chinatown Wars. And there's...
Apparently Chinatown Wars is really good. I never played it, though.
these other ones I forgot. Whereas Saints Row just had Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, and that's it. You see what I mean? They
There was actually the phone game as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, James, for the 2 months.
didn't have a huge...
Christmas dinner, Minecraft Wood. The Platform 2 review video, or Petscop 2. What order are we going to get them in? I need to make a Christmas dinner too. I need to somehow one-up the original Christmas dinner and make it even worse.
amount of brand recognition or anything. And nobody's ever even...
If you type in... Hang on. Wow, it actually comes up. There's no way. Oh, that's awful.
You should watch Alex Webb's video on Max Payne 3. Hits on similar points to this video and how Rockstar killed the series.
Thank you, Sloppy, for the tip.
Played this one because it was Xbox exclusive. You can play it on PC now, but that's not going to help their sales, is it?
You gotta be kidding
You can't play the first one on PC, can you? Not on Steam.
me.
I'm very sure you can't. I'm like very sure you can't. Let's have a look. Oh god, yeah. Oh my god, it's £6? The new one? Oh, that's only like just over a year old. 75, damn. Oh, yikes. Yikes. That's not good, fellas. That is not good. Woo. And then with the DLC, it's only £8. One friend recommends against this game. I wonder why. That's rough. Saints Row 2 you can play. Nah, there's the first one isn't on Steam. You can probably like pirate it or something. Yeah, recent reviews mixed. Yeah, because apparently they just made the game completely unplayable, even though it is the best one. Where are the reviews? What's wrong with it? Don't recommend this version. Even with mods, it still crashes a ton. Game crashes constantly. Even with all the patches you're supposed to install. It runs terrible and there's no mods to fix it. Yeah, just garbage.
Does it look like I'm joking?
Additionally, Saints Row 2 on PC was not a good port, which probably has hurt sales quite a lot over the years when you've got people screaming, do not buy the PC.
I swear Volition were going to get a skeleton crew to fix Saints Row 2 though. What happened there?
PC version. It's
Well, I guess they're just dead now after the remake.
never going to be fixed since the very moment it released. As a result, fans have been begging for a decent PC port since the dawn of time, but we never got one.
All you had to do was ask. I did. Well, I guess you did. Ain't that a...
What's that guy's name? Troy, the black guy. He was such a rat in the game. He was like an undercover cop. Well, they both were. Yeah, they actually both were. I remember you could try and follow him in the DLC for the second game, and he like you were trying to track him down to like kill him, but then he just like fled, and they were going to bring him back as another character, and then he appears in Saints Row, Gat Out of Hell, and you could just find him as like a random NPC, and it's just garbage. Dexter, is that his name? Which one's Troy? Oh, Troy's the white guy, right? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. And then he became chief of police. Ah, that's right. And then he was like a target you could kill in the second game. That's right. I didn't even recognize that was Troy in that game.
A bitch.
Getting into the Deep Silver THQ Embrace Supply on Cock Media thing is very complicated, so for simplicity I'm just going to say Volition. But it seems like anyone with any kind of power over Volition forced horrible ideas into their games. I don't mean any disrespect to Cock Media, but even their name was a terrible idea. So it becomes difficult to know how much Volition are really to blame. For some reason after Saints Row 2, Volition, or someone, grew tired of always being compared to GTA and wanted to set themselves apart. But really I think being compared to another game isn't inherently a bad thing.
It is bad. It is bad. I think it's bad. I remember like in the 90s, any game that was a first-person shooter was called a Doom clone. I honestly blame video game journalists for that. For their like incessant like need to compare to other games that exist. It's like anything that's open world is a GTA clone. Anything that's a first-person shooter is a Call of Duty clone.
You can't...
It ruins the reputation. Exactly. It won't make people buy the game because it's like, oh, it's a clone.
The Suicide Squad game was 95% for Black Friday. The game was worth its price during the sale amount. Thank you for live slop during my work break.
It was 5%. How much is it now? Let's have a look. Oh, did they? Oh, wow. Could you imagine being tricked into paying that much? Paying £90 now? They just don't care. Oh, Season 4's available? Oh, yeah, that's right. They brought back Deadshot. Yeah, apparently Deadshot's a playable character. That could be cool, though. Bringing back Deadshot. But I'm not playing that. Forget that.
Announce a single game now without it immediately being compared with other games. Kojima releases the weirdest, most unique game ever. Nothing ever like it. And people still just say, oh, so it's Metal Gear, but you're a postman. People always make comparisons like that. If your game is free roam with cars in it, it's GTA.
That game is so goated. Simpsons. Kinography. Martin Scorsese, absolute cinema. It's so good. I love Simpsons Hit and Run. It's crazy to think that the same people that made Simpsons Hit and Run made Prototype.
GTA.
They're just completely different games. I mean, they're both kind of open world, but just completely different levels.
Just how it is. My point is, comparisons don't really mean anything. Nobody thinks GTA invented crime, but I still just don't know what...
Yeah, my Discord banner for a bit was an image in Simpsons Hit and Run where Homer's kicking his wife.
They were thinking.
But then I got told to change it because it doesn't look very appealing when I'm trying to get brand deals.
Being compared to one of the most successful gaming series of all time? This is terrible. We gotta stop this. And stop this they did, because with Saints Row 3, things began falling apart already. They immediately kicked things off with what might be the worst death of a beloved character I have ever seen in a game. For some reason, they decided to kill off the main, most favorite character off screen. They didn't even give him a...
They killed Johnny off in the intro to Saints Row 3, and I remember playing this as a kid when it came out, and I thought the death of Johnny was so comedically bad as a child that surely he's just going to appear 3 missions later and be completely fine. But the fact that they killed him so early on, isn't that Lashandra or whatever her name is as well, like the weed smoking one? She just had such a character change.
A good cutscene or anything. It's just you're looking at an intercom and then you hear some gunshots and then that's it. The character's gone for the rest of the game. The story is your friend dies. You're not happy. Then what feels like 5 minutes.
Saints Row 3 was the shit. Not as good as 2, man. I'm sorry. It's still decent. It's still decent. They had some cool mechanics. But
later,
I don't think 3 is as good as people say.
you get your revenge. So immediately the antagonist is gone, along with the player's investment. You then get your friend's body back, but it happens off screen. You then have a funeral for your friend, but that happens off screen too. Then, as you're driving back from the funeral, the hearse gets attacked by some wrestler guy. And apparently, interrupting a guy's funeral is worse than actually killing the guy, because the wrestler is actually the main antagonist of the game. Then basically, some more stupid stuff happens, and then the game ends. With Saints Row 3, they abandon the entire plot.
Okay, I definitely think he played down the story a lot there. He could have gone into a lot more detail. Complaining about Johnny's death, completely valid. That was awful. Garbage. Because that guy was established in, like, the first 2 games as a real, like, powerhouse character, especially in the second game. Because the way that Saints Row worked is, like, it was 3 gangs per game that you'd go after, right? And there was always a member of the 3rd Street Saints that you'd pair up with to take down a certain part of the gang. So with Johnny, it was the Ronin in the second game.
Plotlines set up in Saints Row 1 and 2. Troy just...
I remember one of the guys that you killed. There's a really good cutscene, actually, in Saints Row 2, where Johnny literally buries a guy alive just to get back at him because his girlfriend got killed. This came out 14 years ago. Okay, that's going to be pretty brutal. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is like when his wife's being buried, and then they attack him, like, at the funeral.
Look at me when I'm talking to you!
Fuck off, Akuji. I'm not killing anyone at Isha's funeral. Tonight, tomorrow, you name a time and I will gladly fuck you up. But not now.
How noble. Nobility is sorely overrated.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man voice actor, that Yuri guy. I could just tell that immediately. Or as I like to call him, the voice that everyone picks in Helldivers 2 because they think they're Spider-Man.
Where are you taking me? Let me go!
Get up.
Dude, the cutscenes were... The cutscenes for a game that came out in, like, 2008, they were way too good for their time, man.
Get up.
These were solid. Stock Punch SFX. Okay. Did you watch Filthy Frank? Shut up, bro.
Get up.
Please, stop.
Not so fun when you're fighting someone who is tied to a chair, is it?
I didn't kill her!
You ordered it.
I'm sorry.
Just breaks apart an entire cemetery slab.
Well, that brings her back, doesn't it? You couldn't even let her have a burial, you fucking piece of shit.
Like, this guy's a kid as well. He's not the head of the Ronin, I don't think. He's, like, the head of the Ronin's son. But, like Johnny's being so brutal to this kid that you almost, like, feel kind of bad for him.
No, please. No! Kill me, but don't do this! Just kill me, damn it! Don't do this!
Actually brutal. Just the PS3 notification. Yeah, the Ronin went offline. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think you ever see him again as well. But yeah, that game was the cutscenes for that was solid.
Despawns from the games, despite being the chief of police, a very important figure. And Dex...
Don't even get me started with Dex.
Dex should have been a huge antagonist, a rich, powerful guy who wants us dead. But after he tries to kill us in Saints Row 2, I guess we just forgive him. So they abandoned this huge storyline that everyone was invested in for one that was written by ChatGPT, 10 years before ChatGPT was even a thing. And the game just leaned into the crazy, wacky aspect far more, while completely neglecting the more down-to-earth, serious side.
It's obvious they were trying to get like a more modern fan base, but at the same time, it's like you need to pay homage to the original fans and let them feel appreciated, because they'll just stop buying into it.
To contrast it with. That's what Saints Row 2 did really well, is it knew how and when to be serious. Some scenes in that game are genuinely so dark, like they will give your kids nightmares, I'm not kidding. Which then contrasts with you spraying sewage all over people's houses or earning respect on the streets by throwing old people off a cliff. Even better. Saints Row 3...
There was an insurance fraud game as well, where you would like purposely jump in front of cars. It was genius. And you'd bounce between car to car to get like a combo multiplier, so you got more payout.
I set groundedness for a more humorous atmosphere, but the problem was they weren't actually that good at being funny. Most of the humor in Saints Row 3 was just sex lol. Like, don't get me wrong, sex lol, but there should probably be more than that too, right? I think the only reason this one sold so well was because Saints Row 2 had such a good reputation. But that might not be true at all, it's just how I feel. Another problem with this game that you're gonna see come up again is that Volition can't do new characters. Angel has one line of dialogue in the entire game. Zemos is sex lol the character. Josh Burke, they made him hateable on purpose, which...
I don't remember any of these people, bro. I don't remember any of these people. I remember Saints Row 2 characters and Saints Row 1. But who are any of these people?
Surprisingly makes you hate him.
I remember none of them. Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
I can't even find a good picture of the guy. That's how little people care about him. Oleg I do like, actually. Never mind. If you haven't played the game...
Oleg was like a mutant, wasn't he? They were like breeding mutants. Yeah, you could just tell at that point they just were not taking the writing seriously at all.
For a while, you've probably forgotten all these
They
characters.
were like these bold mutants, but he was one that was like good or something.
Because they're not memorable either. There was probably more characters that I haven't mentioned, but I forgot them. Shondi, rather than just have her be the same or kill her in a cutscene or something, they made her look completely different, act completely different.
Yeah, look at
Hey
that.
Pyro. I work with young adults with autism and you're one of the content creators they mention the most. I wanted to thank you for all the times you've made them smile and all the hours you've entertained us with your hyperfixations.
Thank you, Jacob, for the 10. I'm a speaking note for all autistic people around the world.
And they changed her voice actor. She's just a different character at this point. You say, wow, a lot of stuff must have happened off screen. Why not just do it on screen? They call that character development. They could have...
I can't even tell if the donor's genuine. It probably is. It probably is.
I've had Gat actually grow up a bit. I love Gat, but he is kind of one-dimensional. He's just a murdering machine.
You see Gat out there?
Oh, he's fine. He's still out there killing cops.
Figures.
What is it?
It's done. Time to pull out of there.
You sure? Get the f off of me! I mean, I'm not running out of ammo anytime soon.
I'm sure. See you back home.
Later.
This will be a theme for the rest of their games. Personally, anything after Saints Row 2 I just see as not canon. Well, that...
Oh my god, I remember that guy. It looks like the guy from the Mighty Boosh.
Well, that said...
Yeah, there was like a gang in Saints Row as well, Saints Row 3.
It sold incredibly well, and it ended up being kind of fun regardless. It had a lot of personality, so I can see why people liked it, especially if it was your first Saints Row game, which for a lot of people it was. So they landed on another successful formula. I think by sticking to it, yeah, a lot...
Matt Miller. Okay, a lot of you remember that character for some reason. What was wrong with him? I just remember all of his stuff was like video game related or like dubstep.
Saints Row 2 fans would have been put off, but the game was undeniably successful. People would have played more of a game like that. So now they know what people enjoy. They just have to make more of it. At this point in time, there were two kinds of Saints Row fans. OG fans who started with 1 and 2, and another group of fans who started with 3. Both of these groups had different expectations as to what a Saints Row game was. With Saints Row 4, Volition managed to expertly disappoint both of them. It was honestly very impressive. I think the highest praise Saints Row 4 ever got was, well, it's not Saints Row, but it's kind of fun anyway. This time the game about being gangsters on the corner is now a game...
Look how much he stands out from the rest of the characters. I'm not even saying that because he's wearing purple. He's not wearing purple. He actually looks so pale. Is this like a Discord meetup? Like...
game about being...
Bro walked to the Reddit meetup, but he went with the wrong crowd.
The President of the United States with superpowers fighting aliens.
I never played Saints Row 4. Or maybe I did. Did I? I don't know. Maybe I played it on Xbox. Came out like over 10 years ago, right?
Inside of a simulation. I think they were
No, I don't think I played it. I think I just saw the reviews and they were just saying it was hot garbage and I was like, nah.
like, okay, what is the furthest...
Aliens? Yeah, no, there were aliens in it. You got abducted. And then what they did is they reused the exact same map from Saints Row 3. but you just got superpowers and you could jump high. It was just so lame.
This possible thing we can give them from what they actually want. And this is what they came up with.
Saints Row 4 devs not concerned by proximity to GTA 5.
Maybe they should have been. Now, let's talk about the budget for this game. The budget for this game was...
Thank you, Melody, for the 4 months.
Whatever coins they could find down the back of the company couch. It felt like they had no budget whatsoever. Quick, reuse that in-game footage 6 times with reskinned characters. Some of the missions are pretty cool. It's just that the game is so blatant about what is filler. Every so often you reach a mission and you're just like, oh god, finally some budget.
Zinniac's pulling out all the old gangs from our past.
Wow, Zinniac must be saving tons of money on assets. Customization and superpowers are fun, but half the missions they take away your powers, and the other half they take away your outfit. But just play the story, and it's okay. If your standards are low like mine. There's not much to say about it. It's a DLC they made into a full game. The next...
Press space. Gosh, QuickTime events are just awful. I remember this game called Rise, Son of Rome that came out on the Xbox. And it got so much backlash from the press conferences because it was showing QuickTime events. So what they did instead was, as a cope, the enemy gets highlighted the color that you press on the controller. It's literally still a QuickTime event. They just tried to cover it up as much as they could. Thank you, Demon, for the 9 months.
Next game is the most interesting, so let's move on. The year is 2022. It's been almost a decade since the last Grand Theft Auto game. People are hungry, begging for a new GTA-like experience. And so again for Saints Row, the stars have aligned and a huge gap in the market has opened up. A second chance, the perfect opportunity. So finally, after a decade of begging from fans, they decided to go back to the series' roots. They rebooted like nobody has ever rebooted before. Saints Row 2022. You know you've got a good product coming up when everyone in the comment section is just...
I really tried to like that game, man. It was literally set in New Mexico. I was like, holy Breaking Bad. The game was just ass.
Begging you not to release it. Keep it.
I tried so hard to like that game.
But then, when it actually came out...
Man, we've come a long way. Downhill.
Everyone hated it. So the game did poorly. People were not happy. Made even worse...
You put it in New Mexico. You put it in a desert. There's like nothing there.
By whoever the Volition PR guy was. That
Haters gonna hate.
fella just wanted...
He did top text impact.
Bro really
meme.
said Luigi's name as Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, Luigi Mangione. That was his name. Luigi from Mario. Haters gonna hate. Impact font top text GIF. Mr. Beast, how do you make video? How do you make video, Mr. Beast? We are not backing down on this. It's brand new. We get the knee-jerk reaction. Definitely what fans wanted all these years. Yep, absolutely. You just don't know you want it yet. Oh my god, whose wife did they put on this account? This is awful. Watch the footage. It's exactly what the fan base... No, they didn't ask for that. Shut up.
The company to burn. Starting fights with people on Twitter and then...
I remember when you tried to play it. No, I know. I played it like 2 years ago. It was garbage.
Losing those fights, it was great. It was beautiful. Actually, it turns out it was Deep Silver's employee, not...
that makes sense. Have Deep Silver done anything good, bro? Have they published anything good? They ruined Dead Island, I would like to point out, by the way, because Deep Silver published Dead Island 1, and then they wanted Techland to make Dead Island 2, and then Techland were like, no, go away, Deep Silver, you're German. German people are stinky. They left, did Dying Light, which is cinema, and then Deep Silver are like, oh, we're gonna do Dead Island 2 ourselves, and it was just garbage. Complete garbage.
Not Volition.
They published Metro? They actually did Metro? Really? They published... Okay, I didn't know that. Fair enough. Damn. Well, okay, all right. Publishing is nothing, by the way. Publishing is the advertising and the funding. Okay, I guess that isn't nothing.
There's a lot of
I'm just salty that they ruined Dead Island 2. But to be fair, because Techland hated them so much, they ended up partnering with Warner Brothers and then making Dying Light. So I guess there's a W out of that.
Behind the scenes, Deep Silver were...
Was it booming? It was Metro's booming.
Actually to blame for a huge amount of stuff. But I wasn't there. I don't know what's true. I can only say what my gamer eyes and gamer ears have actually seen. And that is a complete mess. The thing is, and this is...
The Metro franchise is good. I played a little bit of the first. I played Exodus. That's the last one, right? The latest one. That one's really good. That's a really good game.
This is my personal opinion that I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with, but I think the gameplay itself was fine. Not amazing, but fine.
Look at that skyline, bro. There's nothing. Flat. Flatter than your mum's booty. Awful.
The combat starts off a bit boring, but gets more interesting the more you play. And the world itself was actually quite cool. I think...
Quite cool. It looks like Ohio. Is there a single building over 7 meters tall?
The soundtrack was pretty good too. I've heard other people give the exact opposite opinion on the soundtrack, but I liked it. I liked some of it. However, what everyone can agree on is that the thing that really ruined this game was the characters and the dialogue. They were insufferable. They were genuinely hard to tolerate.
The characters were literally just Reddit. It was, yeah, they were all kind of like competing for the scene. It was terrible. Like they were all wrote the same.
Being in their presence.
Okay, who's ready for some crime?
And you know how we should celebrate afterwards.
Karaoke! Yes!
It's what ruined a lot of the missions.
You, sir, get my Reddit gold.
For me, because you don't care about the story. You don't care about the characters.
Why is he just showing bare feet, by the way? That's crazy.
So that extra layer of meaning just isn't there.
Right, we found out this guy's literally just kink shamed himself. Crazy stuff projecting in a video.
It sounds like I'm
imagine doing that.
Being harsh. It sounds like I'm being unfair. But it's funny that every single person who played the game more or less as it comes to the same conclusion. Liking waffles and having muscles is not a personality. Wearing a bow tie is not a personality. Liking to drive is not a personality. It actually blows my mind that they were unable to create a single character that people liked. In Dark Souls, the characters have like 3 lines of dialogue in the entire...
Okay. Do not compare Saints Row to Dark Souls. Come on. Come on. I get renting the remake, but come on.
Game, but you fall in love with them anyway. Half of Siegmeyer's dialogue is just, that's all it takes. We still love the guy.
Well, no, you like them because you appreciate how difficult the game is. So when you actually speak to a character and get only 3 lines of dialogue, it feels really, really rewarding. Because you probably spent 4 hours sweating a single boss just to get to that character again, or you might stumble upon them by random chance, like completing a side quest that you don't know because you can't track side quests in the game. There's not an objective marker above your head the entire time.
So
I don't think it's like the characters are like well wrote. I think it's just you put so much effort in to get to the next stage of talking to them that you appreciate so much more.
The Disney sidekick cat, not a fan.
I ain't walking away. Fair enough. Johnny? I ain't walking away until I deal.
That guy was based as well. Was that Benjamin King? I forget what gang he was with in Saints Row 1. But that was like the one instance of like a gang leader being like, okay, all right, I'll just leave. It's like the one instance in the franchise where like the gang leader, when you beat him, he's just actually like a good person. Vice Kings, that's right.
With Tanya. My nigga. Johnny, put the damn gun down.
I don't know what this...
It's just the white Discord guys just sat there. After he drops the N-word as well. Has to like put his hand on his shoulder, like just because I said it doesn't mean you can say it. You can't say it. You can't say it.
I don't know what this is, but it's not a gang. These people have no business making a gang. That whole thing is that...
Was that Keith David? Yeah. He voices like everything, man. He voiced the Arbiter in Halo as well.
They just want
loads of other things
to pay their student loans. I'm not kidding.
I don't have to love it. I have to pay my student loans.
Amen.
If you look at the trailers for this game, it's funny that everyone in the comments is looking at the enemy gangs and saying, can I join that gang? They look way cooler. They wanted characters to be relatable, but you can have characters be relatable without having them completely mirror your audience. Nico Bellic wasn't relatable because, oh, loads of us fought in Yugoslavian wars. He was relatable because he was human. He had actual emotional complexity. It was interesting hearing him talk about anything. Saints Row 1 and...
I don't think he was relatable. I think the only thing that made him relatable was the choices you could make in the game, because Rockstar, I said this before, Rockstar, since Nico, maybe even GTA 3, but every Rockstar protagonist is always very cynical, very pessimistic, and they're always wrote like they're perpetually doing a bit and like laced with irony. It's like even Arthur Morgan, apart from the few cutscenes, Rockstar always write their characters the same. They start off with like having them being cynical, having them being pessimistic. There'll obviously be a cutscene where they open up about themselves. Like Nico talks about him and the boys that went into war and how only a couple of them survived. you know, Arthur will talk about his mortality when he has AIDS, and he's like dying of AIDS. Or is it cholera? Anyways. And then John, obviously, with his family, opens up more to his family. But in between that, all they're doing is like kind of spouting off one-liners and just being very cynical and sarcastic. Every character's wrote the same. Like, even Jimmy Hopkins in Bully is wrote the exact same. They're all just spouting one-liners. I think the only thing that, like, made Nico relatable was the choices you made. Because throughout the game, there were a couple of characters you could choose to save or kill. Like, a few. And that kind of, like, humanized him a little bit. And then, obviously, there's that big cutscene at the airport where where he can kill one of the guys that, like, ratted out his friends when he was in the army that got all of his mates killed.
And 2 didn't have amazing stories or exciting gameplay. It was the characters that really carried those games. And they weren't afraid to kill characters either. It was fun. They're not complex
The writers took a lot of inspiration from Tarantino movies where everyone's a smart ass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's a good, that's a good comparison, actually. Yeah. Every Rockstar protagonist thinks they're a smart ass.
The Morgans running around. A lot of the characters don't even have last names, but it was enough.
And then every other character outside of that is wrote in such a comedic way that the protagonist you're playing as is like the grounded one.
I think this game...
I remember they had Florian in GTA 4, and he was like in a Nico's squad, and he was like one of the ones that didn't get wiped out, and he became like a gay guy living in Liberty City, and I swear his entire personality was like, he's gay, Lamau.
Shows what happens when you take that away. You're not left with much. The best part of this game was definitely the empire building side of things. Your annoying friends aren't around, and it gives you a lot of interesting gadgets to mess around with. I would leave my game on overnight and then come back to millions of dollars in the morning. But yeah, it doesn't sound great when my favorite aspect of the game is the one where you stop playing the game for hours on end. I think if you bought the game and only
it's like a mobile game,
played the Ventures mode, you'd think it's not too bad. That said, the Ventures do have that iconic Saints Row mishandled budget thing going on. My favorite example of this is the heist missions. Heists? That sounds cool. A bit like GTA 5? No, you have to wait in the car. I'm not kidding, you have to wait in the car. The reason I say mishandled budget is because this game actually had the same budget as GTA 4. They even had similar development times.
I mean, you say same budget. Is that adjusted to inflation? And also keep in mind, like, the games are over 10 years apart, right? When did GTA... Damn, that's nearly a 20... So, yeah, they're basically going against a near 20-year-old... a 15-year-old game.
And yet GTA 4 managed to accomplish so much more with that budget. GTA 4 had so many cutscenes, so many missions, so many interiors, so much dialogue, amazing music, 100,000 voice actors.
I'll be honest, GTA 4 is pretty shallow. Looking back on it. It's like I tried playing Red Dead 1 when that came out on PC, like the other month. It's really shallow. They're very shallow games in retrospect. They're still great to play for like the nostalgia and the experience, but yeah, they don't really function as games now. You could still go through the story and have fun, but the side content and stuff, it's just mostly sleeper.
Those ridiculously good physics that had no business being on a 2006 console. What does this game have to show for all that?
The story missions for GTA 4 are really good, but the side content is just...
that budget. Sorry if I'm starting to sound a little bit annoyed.
GTA 6 will be shallow? Nah.
Because I am.
No, I'm not saying 4 is bad, by the way. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying Red Dead is bad. I'm saying that the advancements we've had with like 5 and Red Dead 2, it really outdates those games even more.
I'm actually kind of annoyed. This game was almost a dream come true for me. After 10 years of waiting, a large budget Saints Row game claiming to be going back to the series' roots. Volition for some reason always wanted to reinvent the wheel with each iteration of their games. Reinventing a series can be fine, but at least let it get stale first, and at least keep the things that people liked about the series in the first place. A great example of this is Red Faction, another series made by Volition. The first 2 games in that series were first-person shooters, but people liked them because you could...
It had like destructible environments. I've never played the original one, I've only played Guerrilla. But it looks really cool.
Destroy a lot of the environment and create tunnels and stuff. It was very cool.
I just said that.
With this in mind, for the 3rd game, they randomly decided to make it 3rd person, an open world game where only the buildings are destroyed.
I remember watching an interview for this on Xbox when I bought like Xbox magazines as a kid, and they literally said they made it 3rd person because you could see more of the environment being destroyed. I played because I had no money as a kid, so I would just relentlessly play Xbox 360 demos. I played the Red Faction Guerrilla demo probably about 30 times. And I had so much fun with it. Like, I thought the destruction was insane. Obviously, now playing it as an adult, it's like, this sucks. But at the time, it was so cool.
Destructible. But actually, it worked really well.
Did you just call me poor?
It's a very fun game. A lot of people liked it. I liked it. So, when it came time for the 4th game, they decided to change.
Oh, yeah, Armageddon. That was like all underground. So you couldn't even see the destruction. It sucked.
Everything again. They took away the open world that people loved and forced people back into the caves to listen to a terrible story. Surprisingly, it didn't go very well, and it successfully killed off the series.
Look at that destruction, though. For like a 2004-5 game, look at that.
Even when
that looks so good.
they claimed to be returning to their roots, they first had to reinvent the roots that they were returning to. Oh, and on top of all of this, they did that thing where they released the game 6 months
Why does he keep showing feet? What's wrong with him?
too early, and it's so buggy you can barely play it. That classic gimmick. Bang. Oh, look at that move! Is that judo, karate? What is that? In the end, their legacy was that of a company that invented the wheel, but then reinvented that wheel into a cube time and time again. When Volition finally announced that they were being shut down, most of the comments were still just, okay, but where's the Saints Row 2 fix? The relationship between Volition and their fans at this point hadn't been good for a very long time. Even I initially, I was like, wait, but after I thought about it a bit more, I was like, oh wait, this isn't good. So if you fell asleep and just woke up, let me give you an unbiased summary. Volition hated their fans and actually wanted us to die. Initially, they tried killing us with drought of a good Saints Row game, but we survived for over 10
I think a lot of the head devs at Volition actually left as well and went to other studios.
years. And after seeing we were still here, they made one big last-ditch effort to kill us.
Pyro, what do you use in your hair? It's a wig.
With cringe. And some of us didn't make it. But I'm still here, so I had to tell the tale. I think from this point on, if anyone ever asks me what I think of Saints
Is that Dwayne Johnson? Is that the custom character, or does he actually make a cameo in that garbage game?
Bro, I'm just gonna pretend I've never heard of it. I actually have other videos on my channel too. I've reviewed all the GTAs, Tetris.
Yeah, that was a good video. I enjoyed that. But it just sucks how much like that franchise fell off, man. Crazy. What else is there? Is Riot breaking the law? The Skyrim TikToker serving life in prison. Uh-oh. Okay, this could be spooky.
TikTok in the past few years.
I do love Wavy, though. He makes like really good deep dives. I remember there was a bit with Wavy where like people were just saying he looks like PewDiePie. I never saw that.
There's a decent chance you've come across an individual known as Jin Kid.
You speak of dragons as if I don't have an entire...
Oh my god, I know about this guy. Yeah, this is scary. When you see like an e-celeb like crash out.
...hold of solitude to look after. I don't have time for fairy tales.
Jin Kid is the creator of the massively popular Skyrim in real life series.
I'm very sure he game ended his girlfriend.
Essentially short sketches where he role-played as various NPCs from the game. Jin Kid's series would go on to spawn an entire genre of NPC role-playing videos, with many now making similar videos of their own to this.
They were so huge in 2020. Those like Skyrim NPC videos. One thing I noticed going on TikTok, there's always a trend every month. The trend at the minute is ironic hopecore. That's a huge thing. I mean, even Mr. Beast put it in his latest TikTok brain rot video thing.
This day, he was the picture of internet success, with well over 1 million followers across YouTube and TikTok, and hundreds of thousands of upstart creators trying to mimic.
He roleplayed being an NPC so much, he became one. I mean, unless it's the Dark Brotherhood, I wouldn't say that's accurate.
Make his style.
I cannot teach you that shout because I do not know it myself.
But behind all the viral videos and characters portrayed in them was a deeply disturbed and violent individual. In October of 2021, Jin Kid's meteoric rise to social media stardom would be...
The eyes, the black eyes are like motion tracked.
Cut short.
It's not even a contact lens.
After he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder.
Wow. Oh my god, I thought he only killed his wife. Ali Abulaban, known as Jin Kid, is accused of killing his wife, Anna, and her friend rape. Oh my. Actual OJ Simpson moment. That's Jesus.
Not in Skyrim, but in real life. So how did Jin Kid go from silly niche social media sketch creator to wanted criminal facing life in prison?
He thought he was being cheated on. Oh, okay, that justifies it then. Yeah, definitely. Why did you say no at the start of that? Like, it's like, no, wait. He thought he was being cheated on.
Ali Abulaban, more popularly known as Jin Kid,
the eyes are a filter? No, they're like motion tracked on. It's weird.
was born in Staten Island, New York on the 18th of May, 1992. His mother was just 15 years old when he was born, and according to her, Ali had a difficult childhood, being often picked on by his father, who was physically abusive towards him. At 14,
he killed 2 people, not just one. No, O.J. Simpson killed 2 people as well. He killed his ex-wife and then her ex-wife's friend.
He was diagnosed with ADHD, which reflected poorly on his school performance. Following high school, he went to college for 1 semester before dropping out to pursue a career.
Okay, I'm not going to say the murder is relatable, but I genuinely remember, like, parents' evenings I had at school were just absolutely awful. I just always got told over and over, he doesn't pay attention, he doesn't pay attention. I remember, like, one teacher saying, if he works like an office job, he'll probably want to blow his brains out. But he just doesn't pay attention in school, like, at all.
Career in the Air Force. It's here that he met his future wife, Anna, while he was stationed in Okinawa. While a seemingly loving relationship, issues with it cropped up very early on, as he was discharged from the military due to allegations of abuse. Despite this, the two of them would have a daughter together, and Ali would return back to school to become an IT network engineer.
Parents' evenings are awful. I genuinely never had a good one. It was hell. I was always absolutely dreading them.
Ali first started creating content online as Jin Kid back in November of 2018, that content being singing and rapping. His first notable release was a remix of the song Arms Around You by XXXTentacion. To his surprise, the remix eventually reached around 15,000 views and had positive feedback in the comments. Motivated by this, Jin Kid would continue releasing music, eventually producing original songs of his own. He would go on to create an entire...
He and his wife separated because of abuse and no sex.
Album, in fact, which I must admit has a rather hilarious album cover. As you might expect, given the top...
I was too nervous and barely talked, and my teacher always nitpicked on that. Yeah, it's genius. They'll single you out for, like, being antisocial, but it's like, that's just going to cause you to, you know, regress even more.
Of this video, music would not be the creative endeavor that catapulted Jin Kid to success. Rather, it would serve as more of a stepping stone to his true creative foundation, that being character impressions. In August of 2019, Jin Kid uploaded a video of himself.
He actually looks a bit like Adam Driver. Oh god, don't remind me of Adam Driver. I saw Megalopolis last night. 2 nights ago. I bought it on Amazon. I paid 15 quid for it. It was actually the worst film I've ever seen in my life. I might do a slop video on it, actually, because it was just trash. How can it... Like, I know the whole bit with A24 is nothing happens, but that is now being... I'm taking that away from A24, and I'm awarding that the Nothing Happens award. I'm giving that to Francis Ford Coppola.
Making impressions of various Star Wars characters. It didn't make huge waves at the time, but it clearly showcased that he was at least capable in this regard.
I'm looking for a great warrior. Oh, great warrior.
You know what they should have done? Just replace the image of Yoda with Marge Simpson.
Wars, not make one great.
About a month after the Star Wars video, he took another crack at acting, making a comedy skit doing an impression of Tony Montana from Scarface, where he gets progressively more into the character as the sketch goes on.
You wanna fuck with me? Okay. God, okay. Do you wanna play this? Okay. I play with you. Do you wanna play rough? Okay. Where the fuck is my gun? Gina, where the fuck is my gun?
This was Jin Kid's first video to blow up, getting over 100,000 views.
They were so popular. That whole, like, me watching one day of Breaking Bad, or, you know, and then they just evolve over time, like Tony Soprano. Like, it's funny, if any of you have watched The Sopranos, if you watch episode 1 of season 1 of Sopranos, the pilot, because they took a huge break between filming the pilot and the second episode, James Gandolfini that plays Tony just sounds completely normal, almost his normal voice. And then if you go to, like, season 6, or is it season 5? What's the final season? I forget. But if you go to, like, the final season, and then watch one of the episodes, it's like, it says some pulp.
Huge milestone for any new creator. It was at this point that he decided to...
I'm on the last season right now. Okay, spoiler, he gets fatter than season 1. That's the spoiler.
Combine his knack for impressions and his musical talent to create this.
Yeah, it's like season 1, he's like, should have saw that prick's face when he saw the gat. And then season 6, should have saw that prick's face when he saw the gat.
An original song.
So he doesn't even like call his son by his name. He just goes, my shun.
Entirely by him doing a Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Pyro, have you read any books recently? I can't read, sorry.
Impression. This video was another success, getting over 100,000 views. The lyrics tell a seemingly imagined story about a guy in an unhealthy relationship with a woman that he was cheating on. Seemingly inconsequential for me to mention. However, I'd argue that this entire song could have been a form of projection, with Jin using Tekashi 6ix9ine as a mask to tell a story about his own personal life and relationship with his girl. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We still have to talk about Skyrim. Sometime in late 2019, Jin Kid would upload the first installment of Skyrim in Real Life, a series where Ali acted like a Skyrim NPC, capturing the various quirks, eccentricities, and buggy behavior of the many NPCs found throughout the Skyrim game, and pretty much every Elder Scrolls game.
Oh, these were so huge.
A letter from Jarl Ulfric. Very impressive. Now, where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Well, that's all I've got. Take care. Sorry, need something? Need something?
Though this is a fairly common type of skit nowadays, Ali was one of the first to do NPC sketches like this, and for his novel creation, he was handsomely rewarded. Though we can't...
Do you go to the Cloud District very often? What was that guy's name? Nazim? There was a guy that lived in that city in Skyrim, and he was just an asshole.
See what
do you go to the Cloud District very often? Don't suppose you do.
Kind of numbers it was doing on TikTok. It got over 600k views on...
I remember a really old video called Nazim's Run. This is... Okay. I'm accessing long-term memory. Oh, that's right. They were doing a speedrun to kill Nazim. This is 4 years ago. This is speedrun how to kill him again. Okay, I gotta watch this. There's actually a speedrun just to kill him. Why is it on 2 million views?
This way.
Okay, what's the exploit? Okay, he's doing the rock strat. He's escaping. Look how everything is... I actually can't tell if this is just normal Skyrim or the map hasn't loaded. No, it's definitely loaded. Yeah, that's the cave you come out of. What's he doing? Is he spamming... He's spamming quick load, I think, to break it? What are these pro strats? Oh, he ended up inside the cave. Oh, is this like a New Vegas thing when you like try to save and it cancels fall damage or something or transitions you? When I say transition, like half the people that play New Vegas are trans. No, I'm not. No, if he's not doing any skill-based stuff, hang on a minute. God, Skyrim looks so old now. Like, I get it. It is a very old game, but damn. To be fair, I do remember with Skyrim, when it first came out, even for its time, the graphics weren't, like, insane. They were just like, eh. Actually, no, I think Skyrim looked really good when it came out, but then it de-aged very quickly. It aged very quickly. Okay, he's going to jail. This is obviously to end up in Whiterun. Yep. All of this just to kill one annoying NPC. Like, the sweating is crazy. Collectively, the... Oh, God, there he is. Two minutes, 23 seconds. Just strips him naked as well. All of that because collectively everyone despises that NPC.
On YouTube, becoming by far his most popular upload at the time. Ali was quick to capitalize on this success, and the very next day he already had a second episode ready. It blew past the last one, getting 1.2 million views on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, that's YouTube Shorts views, which mean nothing, but that's still crazy.
Might suit you. Hey, watch it. Something going on? Need something?
His TikTok account was blowing up at an unprecedented rate, and he would accrue an
It's crazy. I see people on TikTok all the time, and they get viral off one bit, and they feel like they need to keep recreating that bit. There's a girl on TikTok, obviously no hate towards her. She's like a muscle mummy, right? She's really well built, like she's absolutely shredded. But she will almost like recreate the same TikTok over and over and over and over with the same music and stuff. Because it's like, this is what made me famous. I have to keep doing this. Or, you know, lean beef patty. That's right. Yeah, let me see if my claim holds up. I want to see if she's changed her content at all. Give me a sec. Yeah, lean beef patty. Because, like, she keeps coming up in my For You page. And she just does, like, it's actually one bit Andy. But again, she might have actually changed and moved on to other stuff. She's cool. No, I never said she's not. She seems, I mean, she's got an amazing physique. She seems very talented, but it is just like doing the same bit consistently. One trick pony. You know, it's difficult because it's kind of what I'm doing, right? It's like I'm doing game reviews. I'm kind of doing that. It's like my thing. But then at the same time, let's have a look. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I was talking up my ass. Never mind. No, her account actually, like, she hasn't posted that bit at all recently. I mean, if I go from her most... you can't sort... Oh, there you go. Sort from popular. Have they gone, the TikToks? I swear, like, she was mostly known for one bit. Maybe what happened is I watched one of her TikToks in full for research purposes. And then it would only recommend me that type of content that she was doing. But yeah, I actually can't find it anywhere. No, fair enough. All right, I was wrong. I kneel.
Impressive 941,000 followers in short time.
Link, the name was on screen.
Though Skyrim IRL was by far his most popular series, he still continued to produce other content.
No, it wasn't Lean Beef Patty. It wasn't her, actually. It wasn't her. It was another girl. It was another girl. I feel like I gotta try and find it now. What do I look up to find the account? Muscle Mummy? I don't know. Why is this the first thing that comes up on my page? The first thing that comes up on my page? How I eat McDonald's breakfast at £500. I don't want chat to say us. That's crazy. Why is that the first thing that comes up on my For You page? That's crazy. I'm not even looking it up anymore. I'm done.
Like impressions of Tony Montana, John Wick, and other kinds of characters.
It's not well when I didn't pick the video to watch, bro. It's not well.
Okay. Just watch my back. This is not Call of Duty, man, okay?
What do you mean, like a moth to a flame? The John Wick.
That won't be necessary.
I do like how Keanu Reeves talks like such a robot in his films. It's great. Remember the bit in The Matrix when he jumped over the building and he goes, whoa.
Okay, tough guy. Is this the right place? Yeah.
Okay, he's actually got the mannerisms nailed, to be fair, with Keanu Reeves.
Take it easy, okay? Relax.
For the most part, he was uploading these clips to TikTok. but he was very much active on YouTube and Instagram as well. These three platforms serving as the trifecta hub of anything that would be Gen Kid content.
Okay. What can I get? Hey, handsome. What the fuck you call me? Sorry, man. I have a venti dolce caramel macchiato with no ice. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? You get him, yo.
Ali had everything you could.
I'll be honest. Whenever I go to a Starbucks, I just order an espresso. If you order anything else, you're a bit gay. You're a little bit gay.
Want as a
I will allow a pass with a cold brew. Black. That's it.
growing creator. He was getting shown love by the YouTube and TikTok algorithms and even received praise from media outlets who commented on the creativity of his Skyrim IRL series. Even more impressively, his Scarface impressions actually caught the attention of some big-name Hollywood actors.
I order breast milk. I need to like snitch on your. I need to snitch on some of you guys to your parents or something, man. Like you guys got too brave.
Including the legend.
I actually thought that was Nikocado Avocado because the red shirt. What is wrong with me?
Legendary Stephen Bauer, who played Manny Ribeiro, Tony Montana's right-hand man in Scarface.
Dude, he was only like 24 in that film. That's crazy. He looks so good.
The point is, Gen Kid had it going on. A thriving online presence with hundreds of thousands of fans, and a great real-life job to fall back on if things fizzled out on social media. And with all of that stated, now we approach the question: how did Gen Kid fuck all of this up?
He looks so old. No, but he's still... Yeah. He looks older than what he is, but not in a bad way. Like a mature way. It's not like he's got like wrinkles or anything. He just has he's got a really strong like jawline.
Well, it's a pretty crazy situation that actually does involve Gen Kid hacking and spying on his own family. And with that said, before we move into this segment, I want to talk about today's cyber... playing a character herself in the content.
I swear, whenever I record a video, I have actually removed purposely from my vocabulary the words "before we get into this," because it instantly triggers my brain when watching a YouTube video. Okay, an ad read's coming up, and then I think to myself, if I'm aware that I'm about to watch an ad read, people watching the video are going to be aware it's an ad read. So I don't do that anymore. I never say before we get into it. I cannot. Because I know people are just ready to like double tap on the screen on their phone, just skip.
Though not a major part of his channel, she was involved in the video production.
When you say perfect pause? Okay, all right.
Process to some degree. While the two seemed happy together on camera, their off-screen relationship was apparently not so harmonious. When the two were living together back at Ali's mother's house in Virginia, the mother has gone on record testifying that she often heard them argue. At the time, she didn't think much about it.
It's so sad as well because they're both like such like conventionally attractive people. And on the outside, it looks so happy, but you just never know what a relationship is like privately.
Believing it to be nothing more than the bickering of a young couple. Though it appears more was at play, as around the time of Ali's initial blow-up on social media, him and Anna had gotten in a dispute that resulted in Anna floating the idea of getting...
Is this pre-recorded? Yeah, I'm actually playing Minecraft on the other tab.
...a restraining order against him, though it seems Ali's mother eventually dissuaded her from doing this. Associates of Anna have also spoken out about the...
Me sad when hot woman die. Sad face. You were genuinely applauding when O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. I just know it.
Brewing discord in the couple's relationship. According to Anna's friend, a woman named Julia, he was a domineering figure in the relationship, all but forcing Anna to work on the videos with him. She was supposedly quite isolated, with Ali seemingly not allowing her to have any sort of friends of her own out of jealousy. Though as many troubled partners do, the two continued to stick together. The couple eventually moved to San Diego in February of 2021 at the behest of Anna, who wanted to live closer to some of her friends from Japan. The move wasn't exactly smooth sailing, and at some point, Ali became addicted to drugs, including cocaine. According to Julia, the Skyrim IRL creator became jealous of his wife Anna, who despite her initial fears actually began to...
Apparently coke just turns you into like such an aggressive person.
to thrive socially in the new San Diego environment, something that she wasn't able to do back.
Apparently it's really bad for your heart as well. I find it so crazy that in the UK we have such a normalized cocaine culture. Like, cocaine in the UK is basically normalized, second only to drinking alcohol. It's mental. Like, I'll see so many like videos of people being like, oh, I'll have 2 drinks at the pub and then I need like a bag of Coke to keep me going or I'm tired. And it's like, you're meant to be tired after you drink. Alcohol is a depressant. It slows everything down. You don't then take Coke to wake you up. Mental illness.
Back in Virginia. Gin Kid, growing more and more possessive of the woman, wanted her to always be on the sidelines. And seeing that she was forming her own social circles, he would step in and start actively prohibiting her from going out with...
Cocaine and alcohol is bad for you. I mean, yeah, you're mixing an accelerant and a depressant. That's why, like, some countries just outright ban, like, vodka Red Bull. Or, like, you know, there's the caffeinated alcohol you can get. Was it 4 Locos or something? But yeah, it's just really bad for your heart.
Friends, unless it was, like, explicitly permitted by him. Anna's friend Julia has also recalled an incident involving her and Anna returning from a gym workout and finding an irritated Ali waiting for them. She witnessed Anna and...
Psychedelics are top tier to stop cocaine. Yeah, I see mushroom copers. I'm going to call them mushroomlets. So mushroomlets, what they tend to do is, like, they say, like, if they ever want to stop doing a hard drug, take mushrooms and you'll have an experience and it'll be an ego death and then you'll never want to do the drug. I would also advise to never start taking hard drugs in the first place.
Ali get into a heated argument. An argument that boiled over into Ali throwing...
Shroomlets. Okay, shroomlets. I'm stealing that. Yep, shroomlets. Cheers, mate.
...things at both of the women and accusing Anna of cheating on him. She says in this argument that Ali demanded Anna to have more sex with him, arguing that because he had helped her move to the United States, he basically owned her and she was like his slave. Anna had thus far...
Very normal thought process there. Very normal.
...chose to stay with Ali for the sake of their daughter, as she was worried she would get deported or lose custody if they split up. Though likely seeing how dangerous the situation had become, she tempered her fears and ended up calling the...
I always see this as well, like with partners, and people in retrospect always say, why didn't you just leave? It's like, you can't.
Do you make it to the cocaine district very often? Or what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Do you make it to the Fent district very often? Oh, no, of course you don't.
The police and reporting him for domestic violence.
We actually need to replace Nazim's dialogue saying, do you make it to the Fent district very often?
When the officers came, Ali recorded the entire interaction, which the police found unusual. Quote, most people don't record their conversations with the cops, a responding deputy is quoted as saying. Though in fairness, I'm sure cops would like if you didn't record them, but we're still gonna fucking record you, dog. With no physical injuries present, police wouldn't make an arrest. Speaking of recording things, Ali started publicly humiliating...
Just realized we got a 0 out of 50 goal. Yeah, I was gonna do... What's the goal again? It ends in 2 minutes. It's gonna be 50 super chats, and I stand up for 5 seconds. I think that actually is around $2,000.
Anna on social media, recording her during their arguments and commenting things like, this is what a bitch looks like. Around this time, Ali was also facing trouble at his real-life military IT job.
It's 50 red super chats. Yeah, what is that? That's $5,000. Because each red super chat is 100. Yeah, damn.
July of 2021, he randomly stopped
Has anyone got like a rich uncle or something they can message?
Showing up at work without any announcements. Later that month, he requested short-term disability, which was granted. When he returned, he was on good behavior for a while, but he quickly fell into his old habits of drug abuse and physical abuse. With trouble in both his personal and professional life and the turmoil surrounding everything, it was obvious that this marriage wasn't going to last. The straw that broke the camel's back was when Anna found out that Ali had been cheating on her. And this was the final transgression. She could stomach no more. Anna began to try the process of separation. She moved with her daughter to a friend's house, leaving Ali by himself in their apartment. She also would go through with getting a restraining order. However, after Ali offered to move to a hotel, she moved back into their apartment, with him not there. But even with a restraining order against him, Ali the Djinn Kid would continue to torment his former lover. In the early morning of October 21st, while Anna was out of the apartment, Ali snuck in, taking their daughter's iPad and connecting it to Discord voice chat in order to record and spy on Anna. He also ransacked the apartment, which Anna would eventually notice when she got back and have to clean up. Their daughter was getting out of school soon, and Anna, not wanting the child to see the chaotic aftermath in the apartment, well, she decided that she just needed to clean everything up as fast as possible, and in order to do that, she needed help. With Ollie secretly monitoring her, Anna calls up a male friend named Rayburn Barron and asks him for a favor, that being if he could help her with the cleaning of the house. Ali, hearing Anna calling this man, becomes enraged. He jumped into his car and sped towards the Spire apartment complex where she was located and takes...
It's horrible because she was already in such a toxic relationship as well. But again, like, she couldn't leave because it's like you get deported. Like, there was just no way out. It's horrible. Like you can get trapped in these relationships where you just feel like there genuinely is no way out. There's nothing you can do.
The elevator.
You'll look back at it with hindsight and be like, oh, I could have just left Lamau. But like, your mindset isn't there at the time to make that decision.
Up to the 35th floor where the room was at. Ollie was seen...
Coke rage? Yeah, as soon as Wavy said he was back on drugs, like, it was over. Because apparently Coke is like mad addictive as well. I mean, all drugs are, right? Because it gives you a high and you want to chase it. Because that's why drugs are so scary. Like, you'll take it, you'll be like, wow, I feel great. Wait, I stopped taking it and now I don't feel good. And then the one thing about the human body as well is, like, we get a tolerance to things incredibly quickly. My chat just died. Hang on. It's like when you get a car air freshener. Like, usually the car air freshener you get doesn't die. You just adjust to the smell. So you don't really smell it anymore. Why did... There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. No, what have I done? Oh, shit. Ugh, give me a sec. My stream elements froze. And I've got to go back. I got to go onto the Stream Elements website and pull the URL. It just white screens sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's a RAM thing, because I know Google Chrome, it's an actual Ramlet. It just slurps all your RAM. I'm gonna touch myself. I need to keep making noises because people will click off the stream. I need to keep people's attention. Where's my keys? Where's my keys? What can I even dangle? Ooh, look. Ooh, MLG glasses. Ooh, don't click off the stream. Ooh, look, guys. Look, it's MLG glasses. Ooh. Ooh, do I have your attention? Ooh. All right, I think I got it. Use Opera GX? I do, just not on my streaming PC. You silly Billy. And now the camera died. Bruh! Can I get
I hope the daughter is alright. What an evil man.
Can I actually
this
get a
story
break?
Sucks.
Can I
Please keep an eye on your mental health, guys.
Oh my god. Alright, give me a sec to fix this. Everything is going wrong. Is there... My AC isn't even on. Give me a sec. Okay. Let me try this again. Let me try this again. I have to keep running to the toilet because I just literally drink my body weight in fluids. Okay, Frilt, is it gonna crash again? No, I think we're good. Okay. The pyro camera situation is crazy.
After which he found Anna, pulled out a pistol, and started shooting at both her and Rayburn. Ali shot Rayburn 3 times before pointing the gun at Anna and shooting her in the forehead. Both would die from the man's cold-blooded attack. Right after the shooting, Ali contacted his mother, revealing that he had just murdered his wife. The 6 social media star then immediately went to pick up his daughter from school. Thankfully, the child wouldn't be harmed, and a few hours
I'm quiet.
later, he was
I'm quiet?
caught and arrested by the police on suspicion of murder.
Oh, the video's quiet.
He confessed just 5 hours after the killings took place and was charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Despite the confession, he pled not guilty.
Yeah, it turned down my volume. What the hell is happening with my OBS?
News of the event quickly blew up on social media.
I find that crazy that he did that as well. Like, that was calculated. Because usually what people do is they have a break, like a mental break, and then they'll game end people and then game end themselves. But the fact that he like went to pick up his kid from school.
Yeah. The attention led to requests for interview. With all
he will 100% like he will 100% not think it's his fault. He'll definitely think like he was forced to do it or something.
Eventually accepting a request by Fox 5. While he was open about the case, what made the interview interesting was just
Stream Elements sucks. There's just not anything better to use though.
how emotionally volatile he was throughout.
But what were you thinking?
I was freaking out. Oh my god, I caught her. I caught her. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a man. And then guess what? I hear nightmare. R&B music.
Why does he sound like a ghost in Phasmophobia? I find it crazy that you kill your wife in cold, premeditated blood, and then you're sat there doing an interview with Fox and you're Oscar baiting.
Interestingly, he also
I have like did he watch The Whale or something and just thought he could Oscar bait? What's happening?
expressed regret for the shooting, although not for the reasons you might think.
Pyro, did you see Mr. Beast gave Josh Galaxy gas? We need a strike team to take this guy out for real.
Yeah, I'm doing another video on Josh. There's been some actually good news about Josh, thankfully. But there's also been some bad news. I wasn't going to do any more videos on World of T-shirts because it was just this constant crashing spiral that was just so depressing. And it just made me feel hollow, like, doing videos on it. But I think with the latest video, there is actually some good news that he could actually be, like, independent on his own away from Mr. Beast. Also, the Galaxy Gas thing, it's bait. What Mr. Beast did is, which just shows how much of a scumbag he is, he got Josh to pose with a can of Galaxy Gas, but he never used it. He did it solely to set as the stream thumbnail to bait people to clicking on the stream.
I wanted to be an actor. And I was right there.
What's the good news? He basically he's traveling around Europe and he's streamed on his own, and he's realizing now he's actually making more money streaming on his own, meeting people, than if he was with Mr. Beast. It's not too much better, but it's slightly better. And he actually met a girl that was like following him around, and like they kissed and stuff, and it was all like consensual and stuff, not weird. But yeah, it was just nice to see like a side of Josh where he actually seemed genuinely happy, not just crashing out and like biting himself and stuff. He seemed genuinely happy. Like, I still personally think he needs to be in some kind of assisted living, but I just don't think we're gonna get that. Yeah, he made like $500 off a single stream, and the smile on his face, like he realized he doesn't need Mr. Beast to make money, and Mr. Beast was like pissed. He was like going on stream saying like how he made Josh and stuff. It's so embarrassing.
Yes, even though he's on live television, he can't even feign remorse for killing his own wife. All he could think about is that he lost his career and woe is me. Just in case there was any confusion about whether this guy was a good dude or not, during a later interview for a documentary, he apologized to his fans for not being able to make more content. And
what in the Skibidi, Ohio, Riz Chungus is that? Are you for real? Really? I'm sorry. Imagine you get put in jail for murdering someone. Guys, I can't make the new Minecraft video. I'm really sorry.
Issued no apology to the families.
He's back with Mr. Based. No, I know he is. I know he is. Look, I don't want to talk about Josh that much more because it's taking away from this video, but the last thing I will say is, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get separated from Mr. Based, but I think he's slowly realizing that he can actually be self-sufficient.
His priorities were with making fucking Skyrim role-playing videos. The preliminary hearing took place in January of 2020.
Yeah, it's actually... Yeah, Wavy makes a good point there, like, mocking him for making, like, roleplay videos. But what you got to keep in mind is, like, some people that do YouTube or they do content creation, when they see those views, they actually get a huge ego from it. They think they're, like, God or something. It's crazy. They genuinely think that they're just this, like, unstoppable force and they're, like, on top of the world. But it's like, you are such a small, like, speck. Like, even 1 million views, like, that's not a lot anymore.
And according to an attorney present, it quickly turned explosive after a detective had described Anna and Rayburn's relationship becoming more romantic. This led to an outburst from Ali, who started throwing expletives at the judge, complaining about how he never wanted this for himself or his daughter, and how his life was effectively over.
That's the coke. Yeah, just has coke rage on top of that as well.
Again, he's more focused about his own life than the ones that he coldly took for seemingly no reason. The process of justice dragged on for the next several years, with Ali trying to sow doubt with bouts of incompetency and just seeming extremely crazy throughout all of it. The court ordered a clinical evaluation for him.
I remember watching that JCS video where it's like, if you get done for insanity instead of an actual jail, it's worse. It's genuinely worse, especially if you're feigning insanity as well. Because then you're a competent person just put with a bunch of crazy people.
During which more of his childhood trauma was brought to light. According to the...
It feels amazing at first being a big YouTuber, then you slowly realize the infinite sea of content. Yeah. What is it? There's like 70,000 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every second. Like, we are nothing. We are nothing. I mean, look at Kai Cenat and stuff and I Show Speed. They're nothing. They're nothing because they're English speaking. They're probably the biggest in their game for English speaking, but English is only the third most spoken language. Then you go up to like the Spanish people, the second most spoken language. Like, there's levels to it.
Examiner, Ali claimed to have been beaten by his father using an extension cord, which caused welts on his back and trauma. Whatever the case, on May 1st of 2024, the trial started in earnest and was heavily publicized. Ali was facing 2 life sentences, with the prosecution making...
English is the most spoken language? No, it's not. It's the third. It's Spanish and then it's Mandarin. But Mandarin doesn't count because of how isolated China is.
The case,
like with, you know, the Great Firewall and stuff, like blocking them from Google and stuff like that.
That this was first-degree murder, while the defense argued it was voluntary homicide or a crime of passion. The prosecution was allowed to make their points first, and throughout the...
No, English... There's more people that speak Spanish than English. Genuinely.
Week, they painted...
Like, why do you think Mr. Beast has, like, a Spanish channel? Why do you think, like, Quackity, like, one of the few Minecraft YouTubers, is still wildly successful? Because he's bilingual. Like, he knows English and English or Spanish. Baby, tell me something that you know.
The picture of Ali being an abusive husband. They interviewed a number of Anna's friends who testified to Ali and Anna's relationship. That relationship being toxic, according to them.
This whole Scarface act was very common back then as well. He just always had to be better than everybody else in the room. He spoke down to a lot of us. It actually kind of made me distance myself toward the end.
What makes it wild for me is the fact that he got an ego from doing YouTube shorts. I think that just speaks volumes on its own. I don't even need to elaborate the content he was making.
I just couldn't stand being around him. He made everybody in the room feel uncomfortable. It was just very physical and verbal.
Another friend tried to explain the reason Anna was scared of being deported was partially because Ali had directly threatened her with it. One of the friends cited earlier, Julia,
Leon
she recalled
Kennedy,
an incident
Pyro,
during
do
which
you
she
have
picked
any
up
tattoos? And what's your opinion on them?
It's over. You messed up the TTS. Do I have any tattoos? I've only got the one tattoo. I just have this one. I can't even show it. I got the 01 there. I mean, you can barely see it. It just says 01, just Evangelion. It looks like a stamp you get when you go into a club.
From the apartment. In anger, Ali followed them in his car, got ahead of them, and tried to brake check them and swerve them off the road. She called 911 over the matter, but decided not to press charges, hoping that just the police coming would scare him from doing it again. More hauntingly, the prosecution...
You look like a prisoner. No, it's not a Reddit things tattoo, man. Stop saying that.
Presented all of the recordings of the incident, including the moment the actual shooting occurred and the aftermath.
Show the one under your armpit. There isn't one. There literally, look, there isn't one. There's nothing there. Look at that. Wait, do I? Look, there's nothing there though. There's nothing there. There's no armpit tattoo. Nothing. And yes, I do shave my armpits. Everyone should do that. It's very normal to do that. Right, I gotta go back because we're literally watching a murder trial and you're making me show my armpits.
All of the recordings of the incident, including the moment the actual shooting occurred and the aftermath.
Wait, why are people saying baited? Are people into armpits as well? Dude, I'm not gonna question kinks. Like, I know I'm not allowed to, but I'm actually never gonna question like anything ever again. Why armpits? That doesn't make sense. It's an arm. You know what? I can't. He without sin cast the first stone. Blah, 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 blah. That's so many shots as well.
I'm bad to blow. Also, I shave my whole body. I hate having body hair.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I do the same thing as well.
As these clips played, Ali cried, although it's hard to say
if you ever
whether
go to Israel or Germany, please wear long sleeves for your sake.
Sure. Okay. Very specific information.
Feigning.
Yeah, admitting that you did it as well is crazy. Like, it's actually over.
Grief or feeling actual emotion here. After the prosecution made their case, it was time for the defense to step up. Since they were trying
I would actually love to hear what the defense have to say, because you literally have audio. You've got audio of him admitting to the crime, by the way. What are they going to do? Say it's like AI generated?
to prove that this was a crime of passion, their main goal was to give the impression that Ali wasn't in control of his faculties.
So they're trying to get it down to third degree? That's probably the best they could do, right? Get it down to third degree, like manslaughter, like accidental death.
To mental illness at the time of the crime being taken place. They also try to say that the coke addiction had something to do with it. They argued that he actually had no intention of killing anybody by going there.
Would having a coke addiction help your sentencing, though? Would it make it worse? Because it's like, I guess you can argue that he's not in his right mind, but at the same time, it's like you're taking an illegal substance.
There, it's just whenever he walked into the apartment room, he was so enraged and it was a spur of the moment decision.
When are you opening an OnlyFans? Never. I have talked to Finster about this, and he gets some absolute fucking creeps. I do not want those kinds of people following me around. Forget that.
In order to help their
I'm good.
testimony, they called several witnesses, including Dr. Lehman, mentioned earlier, and Ali's mother. When his mother came to testify, she actually blew him.
You could make millions? Yeah, I probably could, like unironically. I feel like I probably got a couple years left before the wall, like, fully hits me. Like unironically. I mean, I've debated on doing it sometimes. It wouldn't, like, be actual nude. It'd be like a thirst trap thing. It'd be more like kind of for a bit kind of thing. Haha, funny for a bit. But then also you just make an insane amount of money by doing basically nothing. Like, it blows me. Wrong choice of words. It is insane how much people make on OnlyFans by just spreading their ass once a week. And then they get some good lighting. It's mental.
a kiss before sitting down, and then promptly broke down crying, believing her son to be innocent. She detailed the relationship as being more mutually toxic, with both of them being physically abusive to each other. She also pleaded that he was suffering from mental issues due to severe childhood trauma, which Dr. Lehman further confirmed. However, perhaps the craziest part of this trial is that Ali eventually took the stand himself. Now, this move is generally discouraged by any solid attorney, as it's an easy way to completely burn yourself in the eyes of the jury, as you expose yourself
Now
to
you got more than a
prosecutor's
couple years left. Your personality makes you hot.
Least parasocial, paracynical fan. Thank you, AJ, for the 10.
cross-examination. However,
Yeah, I can't imagine anything worse than, like, you being a defendant taking the stand. That's why, like, okay, so the analogy here is, like, your defendant, your attorney, sorry, is basically your flak jacket. And if you go take the stand, you are basically playing Call of Duty World at War on Veteran, where they're throwing, like, 50,000 grenades at the stand every 2 seconds.
given he had already been caught dead to rights, he was basically banking on the idea that he could sway the...
They do this as well, right? Like, really unhinged people in court, they take the stand themselves, almost thinking that, like, ooh, if I take the stand, they're going to think, like, I can't be guilty, because guilty people don't hide behind an attorney. They actually get psyop from the cops, because you know how cops say, like, only guilty people get an attorney? What they're basically saying is, oh, you're making my job harder. I'm going to go home and shut up my wife. Never take the stand. That's the worst thing you could do. But they see it as, like, they think to themselves, if I take the stand, I'm going to seem more innocent because I'm taking accountability. I don't know. It's such a weird cope.
By humanizing himself here. It was like a Hail Mary attempt. So how did it go?
Slapping.
Her friends?
Slapping Anna.
I would never do that in public. I mean...
Oh, the camera died! I think the camera short-circuited. It could not take the weight of the most self-incriminating, moronic statement ever said in human history. Jarvis, clip that. Jarvis, clip that. All right, this camera's actually on its last legs, boys. I think I need to get a new dummy battery. I think it's about to short-circuit. I think the camera's actually on its last legs. Just took a hit of my galaxy gas. The weight. Yeah, okay. Okay. The weight of the joke. That's mental, though, saying that out loud. Like, is he clip farming in court?
Slapping Anna.
I would never do that in public. I mean, I never did that.
He spoke about his abusive childhood, saying
that he's actually clip farming on the stand.
Among other things, that men in his culture were supposed to be strong and patriarchal, while he was much more similar to his mother.
You're supposed to take place of your father. You're supposed to be the father when he's not there or at work or things of that nature.
Bro testifies like an iPad kid. Could you imagine, like, how dystopian society will be in 5 years? You will literally have someone testifying in court, and it'll probably just have, like, it'll have, like, a monitor next to him with, like, Twitch chat open.
However, I was a lot more like my mother. And that posed a lot of problems.
He talked about his ADHD and his struggles with self-worth, and he also went into his military career, detailing the incident that had led him to getting discharged.
Well, I
Imagine bringing up your ADHD there. It's like, I killed him because I just couldn't keep my hands still. I was stimming with the gun. I just kept pulling the trigger.
Learned that there was a house party that I was not invited to. And I show up, and I see one of my staff sergeants sitting there.
I show up. I stim with the gun. Bang, 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 bang. I drop the magazine. I reload. I cock the gun back. Bang, bang, bang. I was stimming, Your Honor.
And I sat with them, I had a beer in my hand, and it had been really troubling me as to, like, why am I not fitting in? What's wrong with me?
Was the judge laughing? No, I think he turned away. I don't think he's laughing.
So I said, hey, Staff Sergeant, can I ask you a question? He goes, sure. I was like, why does it seem like nobody likes me? And he goes, it's because you're a terrorist. You're a terrorist, Abulaban.
In regards to Anna, he argued that he was not nearly as controlling as the prosecution had made him out to be. And he said the most he would ever do was use a firm tone when speaking to her when he was frustrated with the woman. In general, he spoke very little about the actual allegations he was facing during his testimony and instead threw a giant pity party for himself, making a bunch of excuses. Whatever he hoped to achieve, he was now about to be grilled by Cross, and it went worse than you can possibly imagine.
I mean, it was over as soon as he basically said, I don't hit her publicly.
They ruthlessly questioned him, mentioning a number of incidents where Ali had been violent with Anna and other people. This included a time in July when he punched her multiple times.
I imagine the lawyer probably thought the case was so cooked. It's like, yeah, you just go on the stand. Like, I just want to get my paycheck and leave.
And then convinced her not to go to the police with it. They then covered Julia's claim that Ali had attempted to run her and Anna off the road. He would confirm that during the end of the relationship, Anna often leaned on her friend Julia for support when her and Ali were fighting. On the day of the road rage incident, he was fed up with them commiserating with each other, so he got in his car to fucking stalk them and follow them and try to hit them.
And just swerved near Julia's car to scare them, right?
No, I pulled up to the adjacent lane and side by side, and I told him to pull over.
You're moving your hands, anything near the lane next to Julia's car?
Yeah, we were just, I was behind her the whole time, and then at some point I moved to the left lane to be window to window.
But you were swerving near them, right? Trying to make them scared?
How much money would it take for you to start twerking on stream?
Start twerking? $10,000. $10,000, easy.
In front of them. Just to try to stop them, yes.
10K, easy clap.
I did.
That's scary, someone on the road, right?
It is scary.
And you did that because you were trying to intimidate them, right?
I was trying to get Anna to come back with me.
And Anna did not want to come back to the apartment with you that night, right?
Initially.
She made that clear to you, right?
Besides Anna and Rayburn, the people that he was most frequently violent with were individuals in his own family. Sometime during
He took his flak jacket when he said that.
Ali's mom's divorce, she was in contact with somebody named Mr. Sharma, an online individual, and they supposedly became romantically involved. This upset Ali as he felt like he was cheating on her dad even though they were getting a fucking divorce.
That made you mad, right?
It hurt the family, yes, including me.
You slapped your mom when you found that out, right?
No, I didn't.
Anna saw you slap your mom.
No, I didn't.
Your Honor, you weren't even there. Oh my God, I think you've just said... How can they debase that? How can they debase that, though? Oh my God, that's perfect.
Anna saw you slap your mom, right?
She did not see that.
Oh my God, you can't beat that, right? Surely. I mean, they'll be like, we've got CCTV. Yeah, but you weren't there. Yeah, but you weren't there.
I shoved her.
You shoved your mom.
I did.
So you didn't slap her, you shoved her.
No, I shoved her.
Why has the judge got like a gong on his desk as well?
Because you were mad at her for cheating on your dad, essentially, right?
She admitted in a very vulgar way in front of...
And he did not deny that claim. Based moron. Oh my God. One charisma stat is just like speed running. 1% chances.
My dad. Yes. So yes.
You were mad at her, right? Because you don't like when someone's cheated on, right?
That's correct.
Without getting too deep into the nitty-gritty, the prosecution did an excellent job in calling him out on his bullshit. All Ali could do was come off as a complete narcissist. In the end, his testimony only hurt his
smartest Patrick Bateman fan. He's kind of dressed up like him a bit.
Defense, and by this point, there was no doubt where the jury was gonna go. On the 29th of May, the jury found him guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder, with each charge getting a gun enhancement. Once the ruling was read and the time came to put the cuffs on...
He doesn't even look the... It's crazy how much a hairstyle changes someone's appearance. He does not look... He looks like a completely different person to the videos. He looks more pale now as well, right? Maybe it's just the lighting.
Broke down in court. The date of sentencing was set for the 6th of September, where Ali gave one last plea for mercy, apologizing to the families of the victims and everyone else involved, while reminding everyone...
It's not John Wick, guys, come on.
...that he was mentally ill and needed help.
Like, that's the same guy. He looks like a completely different person.
To no one's surprise, the plea fell on deaf ears. When the judge laid down his sentencing, he was merciless, striking out any mitigating factors and refusing to remove the gun enhancements.
So the bottom line here is he will die in prison. He will never be a free man. He will take his last breath there.
Now that is clip farming if I've ever seen it. I thought he'd just sit there in silence. Like, it reminds me, I saw this Predator sting once where these like poachers went to a guy's house. Oh, for God's sake. The camera! Hang on. We might have to wrap up this stream, boys. Like my camera's having a stroke right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, I saw this one video of like these predator hunters going to a guy's house, and then the predator, like, just, you know, they're filming him and they say hi to the camera, and he just goes like, and then the predators are just disgusted by him. They're like, what'd you do that for? Why are you waving at the camera? Just says, fuck you.
Please.
In the end, he was
drinks his coffee in silence.
Given 2 life sentences without parole and an extra 50 years for the 2 gun enhancements.
My camera died, like his hope of being a free man. Also true.
As of today, his TikTok has been deleted, although his YouTube channel is actually still up. About a week after the sentencing, someone uploaded a video to his channel titled Murder or Manslaughter, sharing about 14 minutes worth of clips from the trial.
I mean, I gotta say, if that's a family member, the fact that it's like, did he murder someone or did he accidentally kill someone? Like, you are coping there.
Concluding with a still image that said, "This was a crime of passion. I have no idea who had access to his account. I'm thinking that it could be his mom, but I don't know."
Cook of the year. Like, it's a murderer, you just put cook of the year. Cook of the year.
No. Needless to say, the commenters under this video were not impressed. In the world of social media, it's easy to get lost and deceived by what
It's the ghost of Ali. He's still alive, by the way. He's in prison.
You see on screen. Looking at Ali's videos, you would have thought he was a funny, likable, and easy to get along with guy with a good sense of humor. And there were certainly hundreds of thousands of fans around the world who felt that way, not knowing anything about the dark secrets that laid beneath. Much like some of the enemies in the video game itself, this Skyrim IRL actor was a straight up monster, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy that he's spending the rest of his life in prison.
It's literally just the Dark Brotherhood. I'm surprised he didn't
kill myself today cause I found out I failed my uni entrance exam, which could mean I get deported. You're my favorite YouTuber since I was 12, so I'm genuinely feeling better now. Talk to my GF and playing Tekken 8 now. Never kill yourself, brothers.
Did you say talk to her? Did you say talk to her? Thank you for the 10, Trent. I can't believe that people kill themselves over grade results. I mean, I don't mean it in the sense of like you're weak, but I just can't believe people do it. Like, bro, I did A levels and I flopped my A levels. And then instead of going to uni, I pulled out of your mother, and then I ended up doing YouTube. Like, there's always other choices. Like, conventional education doesn't work out for everyone. I mean, I say I flopped my A-levels. I was good at biology. But I was at chemistry and physics, I was actually awful. You guys want to see a screenshot of the new video we're working on? The new main channel video that should be out soon? There you go. That's it. That's all I'm showing you. That's it. All right, we got time for another one before my camera dies again. Oh, I want to watch this. What happened to Vevo? Dude, I swear to God, okay, I got to talk about this. Putting Vevo in, what? Will it show? Maybe not. But I remember, why does this video keep coming up, man? Why does this video keep coming up? I remember, like, you know what I should do, actually? I should get the my response video, and then I should put a Vevo watermark in the corner. I might actually do that after the stream. I genuinely might do that after stream. But yeah, like in all my old videos, I put the Vevo watermark in the corner because it was just an absolute cheat code. It was so easy to get views.
Like just yesterday.
My response Vevo. Yeah, I might actually do it. I might actually do it. The camera died again. I'm gonna touch myself on stream and you can't even see it. I might use the poor camera. I might use the poor people camera. This camera's on the fritz, bro. What is wrong with it? I mean, I did step on the camera battery the other day. The camera's woke. It's because okay, this sounds really weird. I have to keep the room cold because if the room gets too hot, then the camera dies. Which is the stupidest thing I could ever imagine having a problem with in the world. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do like poor person camera setup. I mean, if I give it a minute, it might actually work. Okay. What could I put on? Sorry for music or something. Actually, just gotta wait for my camera to like unkill itself. Shouldn't have said that. Probably get the stream taken down. The chin cam will break the lens. I'll break your kneecaps. You keep talking to me like that. Old camera. Well, I don't know whether to bring the old camera out because if I get a funny moment and they clip it, it's going to be 5-frame clip. You know what? I tell you what we'll do. We will try the camera one more time, and then if it doesn't work, if the camera dies again, I will then switch to the poor people camera. Okay? No, I have to clip farm. I have to. There's no point living otherwise. I have to. The lower quality clips are funnier. No, they're not. Okay. Right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Anyway, what happened to Vevo? I have no idea. Gotta do the intro again. Camera's ass.
Yesterday, every single it seems like just yesterday, every single musician had Vevo in their YouTube channel name, Vevo in the bottom left of their videos, and there were even YouTubers putting...
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, Afro Gum. There was that Rice Gum side channel. I wonder what happened to Rice Gum. I remember Rice Gum was in an ad for the Super Bowl. That blew my mind.
Vevo on their diss tracks because it made them look more official. But this is left...
It was literally a view generator. Do you remember, like, there's always every 4 years, there's always a new meta to get views. I remember, like, do you remember, like, the Leafy rant, the H3 rant when they were beefing? And then it was, like, the X rant. It's always words like that that get you views. And then it was the Vevo watermarks. And now it's like, the situation is crazy. Like, I'm seeing people that have nothing to do with commentary that are doing videos called The Situation is Crazy. I saw one about, like, F1. It was like, the F1 situation is crazy.
People with a few questions like, what even is Vevo? Why was their name on every single YouTube video? And whatever happened to it? Well, it turns out that Vevo was a big scheme cooked up by the music industry that eventually failed. So to understand that, we gotta go back to Vevo's inception. Vevo was created back in 2008.
I am Morgan Freeman. Hello, I am Morgan Freeman.
Hi. Hi,
Hello,
Morgan.
my name is Morgan Freeman.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello, Mr. Freeman. My name is Forlorn Beeping. My name is Glottis Sheepley. My name is...
Some shady.
I think Morgan Freeman's getting a bit too old to be acting, I think. He's got a bit of the Joe Bidenitis.
Industry was recovering from quite a few problems. See, back in the day, music videos...
Is that Elon Musk? So I just looked at the hairline. Oh, man. Is that Prince Charles? Oh, that's rough. Me in 5 months.
Music videos used to be aired on TV, on platforms like MTV and...
Look at you guys watching my stream. You just don't leave the bed.
NBC, and more. This way, the producers and artists could get money directly from the networks and their advertisers. But then the internet...
No, mommy, I can't get a job. I'm watching Pyro Live.
...came in and disrupted everything. CDs and records were being replaced by illegal file-sharing service.
LimeWire. I think LimeWire was actually before my time as well. That was before I was like terminally online. That's probably back when I still had the family PC.
Services like Napster and LimeWire, because why would you buy something when you can just...
I kind of wish I grew up on that era of the internet because it just seemed so bizarre. I feel the internet's a lot more regulated now, like more like stale.
Get it for free. So as you may know, this made the music industry not very profitable. Things like Spotify and iTunes were just coming out, so the industry hadn't really figured out how to make money.
MTV mentioned. They're still going, but yeah, I know what you mean, old.
That's why they came together and created Vevo, Universal Music Group and Sony Music Entertainment.
I love those companies. I love how they have claimed probably half the videos and streams I've ever uploaded. I love it. I love YouTube's copyright system. I love making 7-hour video on the biggest chungus you've never scrolled. And then I had dubstep for 1 second and it claims the entire video. I like that. And I have to trim it out and wait 3 days. I like that.
Both got together in an evil corporate fashion and created Video Evolution, or Vevo for short. If those names sound familiar, that's because UMG and Sony are two of the
Thank you, Jacqueline, for the 25.
big 3 record labels, which means that these 3 labels own pretty much every other smaller label. They thought that by creating Vevo, they could find a way to monetize music videos, and they did.
What we're trying to do is quite simple, which is to provide a high quality, premium music and video experience to as many people as possible in as many places as possible. On any television, on any computer, on any phone.
We're looking to claim any YouTuber, whether they're using a 1-second snippet or a 3-second snippet, or they're doing a vlog and there's a car passing by playing Kanye West.
Any connected digital platform, we want to provide the highest quality, premium music and video experience.
Why does he look at the camera like if he doesn't say the right line, he's going to get his family shot?
So we do that today with our partner YouTube. So about 70%
Our partner.
of music videos worldwide.
It's actually crazy. He does a very good job explaining what a leech is and how it works, sucking blood from a host.
Are consumed and discovered and viewed through YouTube. So what Vevo does is provide that.
You know, if I was watching it, if I was Hassan Piker right now, I would just put on the entire clip of South Park of Kanye West crying in his mansion that people like parrot his music, and I would just say nothing.
Experience inside of YouTube.
Might put a Zin in.
With the world's largest music companies.
The issue, though, was that YouTube was only monetizing like 3% of their videos at the time, while platforms like Hulu had ads on all of their stuff. But YouTube had been working with these record labels and wanted to keep music videos on their platform because that was one of their biggest sources of views. So YouTube and Vevo came to an agreement. Universal, and eventually some of the other labels I mentioned, would put their music videos on YouTube.
Look at that. Was scan lines added to make this look even older?
Vevo would distribute them.
It's old enough. Look how old. That's like 2006.
Google hosted them on YouTube and Vevo's website as well. Vevo was also in charge of selling.
They got Mariah Carey. You can have her. I was never going to use her for a video. You're good.
Ads to advertisers. Most ads on YouTube videos, like the one you're watching right now, are sold programmatically, where advertisers bid on a certain type of customer demographic, like specifically targeting.
Programmatic advertising works. So you boot up YouTube, real-time header auction, floor price. So you're betting on who you're going to claim. Direct buys, top priority, header bid auction, and then ad. So he just gave himself a little award there, the I bought an ad award. That's so lame. And then an ad gets played. What is this bit? What is this bit? Like, you got an award because your ad that's going to get 5 clicks that probably redirects to a porn website got the top placement? That sucks.
Which country they're from or what age group they belong to.
Literally the I got an ad award. You know that blue medal that they keep putting on all the Wojaks?
This is very
like the posted it again award.
Common, I'm sure most
bought an ad award.
If you understand.
Bought an ad award.
And that, but Vevo instead would sell specific slots to advertisers, which makes a bit more sense because you can imagine that appearing in front of a Drake video is likely going to get you more attention than throwing your ad on a Matty Balls video, for example.
I use ad block, mate, so I don't see it anyways. Unlucky.
It's kind of like how
Don't you guys use it though, because I need money.
Advertisers kill to be in the Super Bowl. I'm sure they've had quite a few bidding wars over.
I still find it crazy that Rice Gum was in a Super Bowl ad. Let me see if I can find that now. Holy gyat. Is that real? Damn. Anyways. Yeah. He was actually in a Super Bowl ad. I mean, I can't play it because it'll probably get claimed. Isn't he only at the start? Yeah, there he is. Look at my... Oh, my boy is all grown up. He's all grown up. He went from making diss tracks to being in a Super Bowl ad. Doesn't he put his headphones on? Oh, he's making headphones. Oh my god. And then he puts them on. And then he starts listening to his own diss tracks. Didn't he have like awful diss tracks? Hang on a minute. This is some ancient rent. Oh, there it is. This has I remember this having the worst intro sound ever. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not playing any more than that. That's comedy gold.
Taylor Swift's music videos. Not because they're good, but because she gets a lot.
I gotta steal that for like the transition slide of like an ASOT or something.
Of views. Also on long videos like interviews and things like that, they can sell slots for ads during the video as well. This way Vevo is able to make quite a bit more money from YouTube ads than your every...
Why are you saying sans? What?
Yeah, YouTuber. So with all of that sorted
I'm the
out,
guy that
Vevo
trauma dumped on Dono about uni exams a second ago. I was actually doing a small video on Silent Hill 4 for a few months, so I guess I'll finish that and pass you in subs and not get deported instead, lol. Sorry if the Dono was weird, BTW.
No, it's alright. Trem, thank you for the 10. I hope you're doing well. Good luck with the Silent Hill 4 video, though. Surprised you're doing that, because, well, no, that's not the worst one. Not by far. Yeah, good luck with that. Hope you're doing well.
Like $300 million in investment money, and they were preparing to launch. They acquired some other labels as distribution partners, furthering the music video monopoly, and then they were ready to launch. Vevo launched on December 8th of 2009 with 30,000 videos on their website from huge artists like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Kesha, Miley Cyrus, and many more. The website actually crashed on launch.
God, I hope they got Logan Paul on there.
And in the first month got over 35 million views. Apparently they had already surpassed other websites like AOL Music, MySpace.
AOL Music! I wonder why they surpassed them. I wonder why.
Music, MTV, Warner Music, and more. I was 7 when all of this was going down.
They could literally find the tomb of like Ramesses III again. And that would probably be younger than AOL.
So hearing about MySpace music is new to me and pretty interesting. Regardless, Vevo was going crazy.
AOL Music. Yeah, AOL Music, it's that bad. It's aged that much that it sounds like a snide, right? Like you'd quote tweet someone that made like really shit music and you just quote tweet it's like AOL Music.
Launching in different markets internationally like European countries, Mexico, and more. They even got the other big 3 record label, Warner, to sign with them as a content distribution partner. And they were also distributing videos on MTV.com, which was a whole lot cooler back then. At this time, Vevo was getting most of its views, 80% to be exact.
Dude, I miss this time of the internet. I don't miss it. I wouldn't want to live in this time period, but I'd love to spend a day in this time period, just like looking at the internet and stuff and just seeing how different it was.
YouTube. Because Vevo was a conglomerate of pretty much every big record label and small one, and they distributed these videos to YouTube, that's why every artist had their own Vevo page, like Eminem Vevo or Rihanna Vevo. That's also why pretty much every music video in the early 2010s and even up until this day have Vevo in the bottom left corner, or right, I can't remember. But that still leaves us...
How do you feel about your content now versus 2 years ago? I can't read.
With one question. What happened to Vevo, and why did I say they failed earlier? Well, they had a problem. Vevo wasn't making that much money as an actual company. Most of the money was going to YouTube, and then to the record labels, leaving Vevo to pick up the scraps. Apparently, Vevo was also very expensive to run because of everything I mentioned, so pretty early on into the company's life, they tried to find a buyer for $1 billion, which didn't really...
Is that Little B?
Work out.
That's not Little B.
So Vevo had to come up with some other ways to make money. First, they started making other types of content on YouTube and their own website, like...
Oh my god, Drake without facial hair is actual baby mode.
Like interviews, live stream concerts, and things along those lines. Although that content was never super successful. Then they released an...
Check streams thumbnail. God's sake. I've shown nothing bad, though. Oh, it's fine. What are you on about? I've shown nothing bad.
App to watch music videos on your phone, and when it first launched, it was actually very successful. By early 2011, they were bigger than Facebook and right behind YouTube for video viewed content. By the end of 2011, Vevo was getting...
Can you grow facial hair? Yeah, I can get stubble and stuff, but I look repulsive. I look my age when I've got facial hair, so that's why I refuse to grow it. I just shave every day.
Over 3.7 billion views a month. They had over...
I look a lot older with facial hair, and I don't like that.
Over 13 million downloads of their app, and they had made over 150 bucks, and they had made over $150 million in revenue. But like I said, most of this money was going to YouTube and the labels, not to Vevo. And because they didn't want to...
Please grow it out? Hell no. I touch my face too much. I can't. I have to have clean shaven face.
Rely so much on YouTube, they tried to diversify. They created something called Vevo TV that was supposed to be like Hulu, and they were also on apps like Roku, Apple TV, and more.
Roku, Lamau. The only thing Roku's used for now is getting dodgy Fire Sticks to stream football games.
It's likely that they were eventually plotting to become something like Hulu for music videos, where they wanted people to pay a monthly subscription to watch these music videos.
And so we think there's that one of the important things, and you hear this throughout the industry, that the move towards subscription.
Vevo's still at website? Should we have a look? Probably is. Oh god. I'm gonna get a virus. No, they're still around. 25 billion views per month. Oh, you put Ice Spice as the lead. Yeah, I'm clicking off that. Yeah, I'm good. They got Fortnite Item Shop Woman as the front lead.
A more premium product, that's something we're very interested in and very much, work.
Bitch, you ain't even the stank, you just the fart or the shart. Like, what are those lyrics, man? Damn!
That's a subscription service, or does the whole thing go behind a paywall? Do I have to pay to watch Katy
No,
Perry?
we believe...
Designed by Webflow? Yeah, it'll be hacked in about 7 seconds.
We believe in a dual revenue stream.
This was a rumor for a while, but after consumers have had music videos for free for so long, it's very unlikely that would have ever happened. Regardless, for a while, like I just said, their diversification was working, but it didn't last long, because in 2018...
Whenever I see David Guetta, I just remember, like, he did that memorial for George Floyd, and he just ended up doing, like, a trap remix on a roof. It was so bizarre. Like, even when that came out, it was so bizarre.
Everything came crashing down for Vevo. Vevo had a few controversies that really hurt the company. And I'm not talking about the time...
Yeah, I can't take David Guetta seriously anymore. I used to listen to him as a kid. Like, Titanium and that went hard. Oh my god, that was like such a song I'd listen to as a kid, like all the time.
Executives were ironically caught watching pirated content, or when they were trying to work with Facebook to get people...
Pyro doesn't like black artists. He's white, you idiot. He's French-Canadian. He's white. Well, you literally just got the entire wrong race to try and bait me.
For targeted videos. The main issue they had was in 2018 when they found themselves in the crosshairs of some hackers from...
Oh my god, I remember the Armine theme song. Armine team.
Armine. First, the hackers got into Vevo.
Talking about Ice Spice? Oh, the Fortnite item shop woman? No, her music sucks, sorry.
Those servers and released 3 terabytes of their documents and videos. Then they got hacked again. This time, 2 hackers named Karoy SH and ProSox got into Vevo's YouTube channel. When they got in, they deleted Despacito, which was the most viewed Vevo video on YouTube, and they also renamed a ton of the videos as well, changed some thumbnails, and apparently this was some sort of pro-Palestine protest. I'm not sure how much these hacks really affected Vevo, but it seems like everything started crumbling after this happened. The CEO stepped down, a bunch of...
I thought that was Bradley Cooper.
Important executives left, and they had to lay off dozens of employees. At the same time, Vevo was really...
Titanium and Radioactive are so nostalgic, yeah.
Struggling to compete with YouTube. It seemed like them putting their content on other websites or making their own website was a way to distance themselves from YouTube, so that way they didn't have to pay all...
Why is that allowed as a dono?
Oh
god.
YouTube. But that clearly didn't work, as YouTube is still the #1 site when it comes to watching music videos.
I didn't even have an eye pour and that jump scared me.
videos. Plus, the same year, YouTube just launched YouTube Music, so Vevo never became the Hulu or the Netflix of music videos.
I'm on a Samsung, bro. It still jump scared me, though.
Instead, Vevo decided to wave the white flag. Vevo decided to shut down all of their other operations and just merge with YouTube to become a regular distributor. YouTube merged the Vevo accounts with...
So they basically turned into a MCN, like a multi-channel network, I'm guessing?
...the artist's official accounts to consolidate everything. So if you were subscribed to a Vevo account, your subscription would be switched over to the official artist account. YouTube said, Vevo's reach in business can...
I'm never subscribing to Taylor Swift, though.
...continue to grow on YouTube as a direct result of simplifying the user experience through consolidation of an entire artist catalog into one channel, where Vevo videos are featured prominently. So basically like Agario, YouTube just ate up Vevo. This is probably why it feels like you don't see the Vevo branding as much. I mean, we're all probably used to seeing the Vevo logo in videos, so we don't notice it very often, but it is still there. It's just that the channels don't have Vevo in their name anymore. And Vevo is still pretty successful after the merge with YouTube, as they have over 500,000 music videos that get over 26 billion
Should totally
views a
do
month.
another vid on LPC 9929. He's the schizo guy who rates the taste of candles.
Bruh.
He now made a candle power plant and a device so that King Charles can't read his mind. It's peak YouTube.
I think I need to go on medication after hearing what you just said. He made a candle power plant and a device so that King Charles can't read his mind. I'll be honest, I don't actually think that I can process what you've just said. LPC 9929. Wait, what's that? Terra's bad hit piece on slop content? Unlucky. Yeah, I talked to Terra in DMs after he made that video on me. He was pretty chill about it. Where's the guy's actual account, though? Can you filter from channel? There he is. Okay, I might bookmark this. Is that a fidget spinner? Is that an actual fidget spinner? Okay, this is... Okay, I'm gonna bookmark this because this could be a gold mine. But I do not have the energy to react to that right now. I need to finish off this Vevo video.
You can still go to Vevo's website and check out their content and their artists, but it always redirects you to YouTube.
Hey fat slop guy. Been watching since Mug. Cheers for the long from Slop, it's fire.
Thank you, Felix, for the 10. When you guys say MLG, it just says Mug.
They also still host their videos on Pluto TV and Roku, but let's be honest,
no one's using Roku.
No one's going there to watch music videos. Like Medium.com said, without a
I don't even know what you use a Roku for. Like, I had a Roku stick and you'd use it to get onto Wait. Can you do that? I'm not admitting. No, never mind. I'm not admitting that on stream. I had a friend who had a Fire Stick.
There really wasn't enough room for
he wasn't a close friend.
both of them
He joined the military. I didn't speak to him for many years.
to coexist. The consumer isn't ever going to go to a second location for the same product they can get at the first. So just because it looks like they aren't there, Vevo is still there operating in the shadows. However, their plans to take over the internet as the go-to music video service failed. Like Jordan Fraser said, Vevo isn't dead, it has regressed to the bottom of the video screen.
I mean, that basically is being dead, though, for companies like that.
It exists today as branding you'll continue to see on most music videos. It also exists as a reminder that the entire music industry is run by only a few people in expensive suits. If you like this video, you may like my video about some of the worst marketing attempts in the music industry, as many of these Vevo era artists came up with some really dumb ways to promote their music. So make sure to click the video on.
Yeah, Vevo actually fell off. I do still remember when every YouTuber was using Vevo consistently in the corner, though. I mean, what's a good example that did that? Did KSI do it? What about Vevo diss track? I actually got, it's so old. I actually can't find a single example of it. I mean, they're doing it still, Steak, and that was 2 million views. Quibble Cup. What is that channel, bro? Come on, Murit. What is this account? What have I found? Sponsor 9 diss track.
Bună ziua toată lumea, bine v-am găsit la un nou videoclip de la Styro Vevo. Astăzi facem un videoclip puțin mai special.
It's Chinese, I don't understand that. Anyway. That's an hour! Okay, no, I can't do that. What else we got? Is Riot breaking the law? As someone who avidly despises League of Legends, I will be able to comment a lot on this. I'll be able to comment a lot.
We just got the Arcane Jinx gacha system on the live servers, and we already got the taste of Riot's new predatory practices. It's quite possible that some of the things that Riot is doing...
The first time I played League, by the way, I want to admit, I bought a sword from the item store, and I was saying to my friends when I played it, why can't I equip the sword? And they all laughed at me. I find it very surprising that it's actually legal to hide the price until you buy RP like this. I was surprised and wanted to check. I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that. I do love, like, any game or any YouTuber's subreddit are always the people that are most critical of them.
Even be breaking the law in some countries.
Critical? Where?
In this video, I'm gonna show you all the shady things that Riot is doing, and also talk about the future of skins. In particular, Riot not doing more.
Many of our past ultimates have used enough memory that if we continue to create them, seeing multiples in one game could degrade or even crash the game experience for some players, which is not a trade-off we're willing to make.
Ultimate skins
cope
because of memory and sustainability issues, but then magically being able to do exactly.
I met a guy that worked for a company at Valve. Really nice guy. And he told me that, like, Riot just have so much money, it's actually insane. I mean, we knew that already. That was established. But he pointed out to me that, for example, you know Arcane on Netflix? I think I've told this story before, but in case there's any new heads in here, or any new gens, I think... Oh, hang on. There's a donut. I'll continue the story.
Fun to be a member for 25 months. That's a lot of money I've thrown at you. By the way, did you see how quickly Blender Artist made a squirrel girl render? She's pretty much the me of that game. Especially for certain artists much love slopper.
Thank you, dumb bitch. The 10. Yeah, people that say Squirrel Girl is fat, like, are actually, like, you don't...
I'm gonna burst.
Okay. What was I going to say again? Yeah, there's a guy I spoke to that worked at Valve, and he basically told me that Riot, I guess Valorant is Riot. They have so much money now, it's incredible. And they basically want to be up there with Disney, with how much their brand is recognized. Like, for example, when they put Arcane on Netflix, they lost money on that deal. They could have put it on, like, HBO Max or something and got, like, a ton of cash, but they took the lower route because they knew more people would see it if it went onto Netflix. Because they apparently said in a meeting they want, like, Jinx from League to be as recognizable as, like, Mickey Mouse. It's crazy.
Salted skin.
They've got so... Oh, no. Tencent is pumping them. Pumping their butthole with money.
Every month. After all, we already have a new $250.
Is Squirrel Girl fat or not? No. Squirrel Girl is not fat. Like, people will see a slightly wide woman and be like, fat.
Set skin, so this is likely the new reality we're facing. Okay, let's get started. When you open the loot tab for the first time, here is where the first lie appears. If your tab isn't loading super fast, you can clearly see at the bottom that the S tier loot is guaranteed.
She's chubby. I wouldn't even say she's chubby. Okay, what would you say, chat, is your favorite female hero in Marvel Rivals? Your favorite hero. Squirrel Girl. Fair enough. Thor is a male, idiot. I said female. Wonder Woman is not in the game. No one is giving a normal answer. Jeff. Harley Quinn. Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter complaining that Scarlet Witch's boobs were too big. Like, I don't know what to tell you at that point, man. Actually might just be gay. Widow? Who's Widow again? I forget. Venom's ass. That is not a character in the game. Homelander? Okay, alright.
Guaranteed when you spend 70 ancient sparks. Then, when the page fully loads, it's suddenly 80 ancient sparks? That has to be a complete coincidence, am I right? By the way, did you know that on PvE it was possible to buy 160 sparks daily?
I can't believe they limit how much you can actually buy. Don't they want whales in their game to just like rinse their accounts?
Equaling to 500 USD. But fortunately, Riot has increased this limit
Yay! More money I get to spend,
on
yay!
live servers to 250 sparks.
Why do they limit you at all? I'm not saying it's bad, but like, why do they limit you? Because like, game companies, through their microtransactions, they make like 90% of their income from like the 1%.
So roughly $800. Let's also not forget that
Riot gives you an allowance.
every time we open the
Yeah, they give you pocket money.
loot tab, we will be directed into the Sanctum page.
Legal issues? Probably. Yeah, good point, actually, yeah. They do not care about morals. They don't care about safeguarding. It would definitely be a legal thing.
It is impossible to reach your crafting tab without having to look at the gacha advertising. Also, I have a question to you, Riot. What on earth is this date format? Did I spend 200 years in a coma and suddenly a day lasts 60 hours? What is this magic? Alright.
57 hours? How many hours are there in a day?
Now let's have a look at one of the worst things that Riot is currently doing. The Ancient Spark currency purchase screen. When you go there and you don't have at least 400 Riot points in your account, you cannot see the price of Ancient Spark. You cannot see the price of Ancient Spark anywhere in the
Well, you can't see the price, but you can still buy it?
client.
Squirrel
It's
girl
already-
isn't fat, she's thick and a little chubby. Like me, she's honestly got the build I want thick. Could crush a watermelon with ice. Comfy enough to sleep on, she's pretty based and all. I get the feeling you want Big Bertha though.
What is Big Bertha? Okay.
Been 3 days.
I
since
don't know.
gacha
I
was
don't know why I looked this up on stream. I need to like just tab out or something.
released on the live servers. Many people have complained about it, and it is still impossible to see the price of Ancient Sparks. It's extremely predatory that you need to first buy Riot points to even be able to see how much.
So you need to buy a currency with real money to be able to see how much money you're spending on another currency.
Much the product will cost later. Imagine going to the grocery store, there is no price on the product you want to buy, and to find out what it costs.
The camera died again. The camera died again. We're not surprised. Hang on one sec, chat. It's 6 in the morning, I think I shit on myself. Isn't that a Blady lyric? That bloody lyric. No. What is that noise? What is that noise? What's happened to my PC, bro? Is that the camera? Oh, I got it. I got it. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's the dono. Yeah, that's not funny.
Because you first need to buy the voucher in that
I'll give it the 10.
store. So you do this, and then you find out that the product you wanted is few times more expensive than you planned? Too bad. Your problem. Some of you may even be asking right now,
how is this legal? You gotta buy a currency to see the price of another currency.
is this even legal to hide the price
No.
of the product like this?
Yeah, it's gotta break something in EU, surely. EU actually has normal laws.
That's a great question. Let's have a look at the European Union, as it's known to be one of the strictest markets when it comes to regulations. According to the Price Indication Directive by the European Commission, the selling price must be unambiguous, easily identifiable, and clearly legible. I think we can all agree that this isn't the case for Ancient Sparks, but Riot probably knows it very well.
It's probably fine because it's internal currency. The price for RP is clearly shown and the only actual purchase you're making.
Theoretically speaking, they don't sell Ancient Sparks, they just sell Riot Points, and price of those is very clear. So although it is extremely deceiving and predatory, it's likely that in fact it might be fully legal.
I mean, they would have run it through lawyers, probably as well. They wouldn't just make a little oopsie like that.
Similar story may also be applied when it comes to the issue of unfair pricing. Now let's give Riot the benefit of the doubt that they're not violating any of these directives. European Union is one thing, but countries within EU of course have their own laws. For example, France, Netherlands and Belgium have all been known for their battles against loot boxes.
The mic unplugged.
Loot boxes is a term that is used more in the West, gacha is more used in the East.
A loot box is gambling, by the way. The fact that it's got its own Wikipedia article is crazy.
But if we're not being nitty-gritty, I think we can agree that they're pretty much the same thing.
Gacha games scare me, like how much people sink money into those games. It is wild how much they do that.
In both cases, it's about spending your money or in-game currency to get a randomized selection of virtual items. Belgium is the strictest of the countries I mentioned, as in 2018 they have decided that loot boxes are gambling.
It is! It is! They're like the first country to acknowledge that. It is gambling. It is! You are spending real world money to buy a key to open a crate that has a random chance of possibly giving you something worthwhile. And if anyone hits me with that cope saying like, oh, well, you can't sell items, you know, like Overwatch, you can't sell items, right? You can't sell this. You could sell the account. You could definitely sell the account if it's got a super rare skin or a skin that you can't get anymore.
And therefore, to be able to operate them, you need a gambling.
FIFA 18. God, I remember like KSI and all that shilling. If you want cheap and reliable coins, you sons of bitches.
License. This resulted in many companies like Valve, Blizzard or EA to pull out loot boxes out of their games, and even a few years after that, many game developers simply don't offer loot boxes to their player base in Belgium. Despite that, League of Legends Gacha is fully available there. Maybe there is a loophole they found, maybe not. We would probably need an expert on Belgian law here.
I researched this in my uni paper. The laws are there, but the government is pretty much not enforcing them to the point that publishers and devs fully ignore it, as even when caught, it's still more worth it just to pay the fine. Reason, there are too many mobile games and not enough time. Yeah, I keep forgetting, like, mobile game slop is just everywhere.
The brutal reality...
You're right, many countries require the developers to lay out the drop chances. I love that. I love that some countries do that. I think that's so based. But Belgium went a step further and requires a gambling license to even offer them. That's why many gacha games are simply not available there.
The loot box.
How much did you spend on crates and keys to get the fat Pyro skin? My dad works at Valve. It's not available.
Boxes ban that Belgium implemented is not really effective, mostly due to lack of funding and simply too many games existing. Okay, now let's have a look at the future of skins and the gacha system. Let's have a look at a few tweets from the former Skins Initiative product lead person at Riot Games. In late 2020, Riot said they cannot do more ultimate skins because they could potentially, quote, break the game experience. They also said that many of the ultimate skins have used enough memory that if you had more of them in one game, it would degrade or even crush the game experience for some players, which was not a trade-off they were willing to make.
I mean, that's kind of worth it though. You just spend all this money to mog people and then you brick their phone.
They decided to change what ultimates mean for them, as according to them, they were not sustainable. Quoting them, "We're out to see what new things we can offer and which champion stories we can elevate."
The thumbnail for the stream is the League client. Yeah, that's why the views are going down. I'm not surprised.
By making skins at this tier. So how did we go from not being able to do more ultimate skins due to memory reasons to suddenly doing an exalted skin every month? Because this is the trend we're most likely looking at. After all, exalted set skin for $250 has already been announced. Riot themselves said that up to 10% skins can be exalted skins, so considering that Riot releases more than 100 skins per year, exalted skins are very likely to be a monthly occurrence. I think we can all agree that Riot is definitely elevating the champion stories with their new skins.
After seeing Set, they need to cook for longer. It's raw. Set, different form VFX feel, more like cheap recolors than something unique. Set has the usual voice lines for a legendary. Jinx has 100 more.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate when games that are built mostly on cosmetics because they know it's going to last 20 years, they just get really lazy and they just start reusing characters, but they'll change like the color of their coat or something.
Some of you may also rightfully say, you don't need to buy the skin, so what's the problem? And that point is very valid. Thanks to whales, Riot should be earning so much.
I used to love the line, thanks for keeping the game free, but now these damn whales have turned the whole game into a vehicle for gotcha skins. Poor cope. I can't believe there's no loot button anymore, forced to go through gotcha department just to get there now. I just can't fathom how a person could spend that kind of money on a slightly different looking video game character. Poor cope. The only way I would ever spend that much is if it's SFX or VFX caused the opponent physical pain. I'd probably pay that for Amnu's old global laugh. Poor cope.
So much money right now.
I mean, he makes a good point though. Like whales do kind of ruin it for everyone. Like because they kind of let the developers know it's okay to keep putting these horrible business practices into the game.
That in theory should improve the game, including free player experience. But where is this money going? What we're currently seeing is layoffs, predatory practices, and
amazing gross gambling vibes from the new Sanctum section. We've got real spinning on the back like slot machines, a daily purchase limit preventing you from spending more than 100k RP on Ancient Sparks, undeniably gacha game mechanics enticing you to roll 80 S guarantee that costs $240. This is not just promoting gambling practices to potentially young users.
Huge downgrades to the loot systems for everyone in 2025.
We need more clarity for the reward system. So the 2025 dev update introduced us to this new battle pass that continues throughout the season. As a pure free-to-play player, these changes come with a lot of negatives, as it seems, since they don't specify certain changes of previous systems. To clarify the nerf for free-to-players, if the free pass part they say that the average free-to-play player manages to get 9 free skins per year, including the Victorious skin. This is the reason why they make the pass guarantee free skins up to 12, 15 of the Victorious skins. Selling this as an upgrade, while it's a nerf, the average free-to-play player includes all those who just play ARAM. All those who log in once a week and play 2 ranked games, all those people who don't give a damn about the mastery chests, they do not represent the people who actually want to earn the free rewards. The last system that they are referencing to, now not even a year old, also was internationally grindy. Intentionally grindy, making it very hard for casual players to earn chests in the first place. You need 15 games with 2 S games to get a chest of a champion now, 6 from the first milestone, with a maximum of 31 chests per split. The champion mastery rewards section explains that you will earn mastery points, as usually the progress will be now implemented into the pass. There's no mention of Hextech drops tied to champion mastery, implying that it will be removed.
Not only you will get less free stuff next year, but even the skins you can obtain through the battle pass are super under.
I love this word slop. It is actually spread everywhere. The word slop is infested everywhere. I love it. The new Black Rose skins on the PBE are pure slop. I mean, look at them. Most of them are recolors of base skins and don't even feature a unique recall. Why do we get a free skin like Arcane Singed? We're probably... But then we probably will get these slop skins, which are just recolors. There's no consistency with skin quality anymore. They also say the champions picked wouldn't be randomly selected as to fit into the skin line and move the thematic narrative. Meanwhile, we got Black Rose Ezreal and Renta Glask,
Recently saw Blady live and been wondering what your fav DG/SB songs.
I was going to go see them tonight. They're in London. I'm not going to go down and get stabbed. What's my favorite album? I don't know. The one where he's off key. What's my favorite Blady album? Let's have a look. It's probably Red Light, I'll be honest. And I can't play anymore because the stream will get claimed.
Overwhelming. Most of them just look like a simple recolor. You won't even be able to use your mythic essence for skins.
Pyro, I'm going to need you to stand up.
That's a wild dono there. Using Donald Trump against me is crazy.
In 2025.
Cold Visions.
As Riot has removed that option from the mythic.
I need to listen to his new album tonight. I don't know the lyrics yet, so I haven't listened to it enough. I don't know every single song off by heart, so I haven't listened to it enough. Echo might be there tonight. I'm killing myself. I'm killing myself. What time does the show start? What time does the show start? What time does the show start tonight? It's all right. When I go, when I move to Sweden, I'll just gang stalk him. It's fine.
Shop. We've only
Can we see the statue?
No, you can't see the statue. What statue? Thank you, Cal, for the tip. There's no statue.
For 3 days, but we already have so many people celebrating on social media that they got this exalted Jinx skin. Let's take this.
People are that much of a simp for Jinx that they will get railed by Riot, having to pay all that money.
Reddit thread as an example. The person played 3 games last night, and in all 3 games, they played with exalted Jinx players. Seeing the high-browned Arcane Jinx makes me believe that this is gonna be very profitable for Riot Games. That itself isn't really bad, but since it is very profitable, I can only imagine Riot diving deeper into similar monetization practices. And when it comes to skins, loot and monetization, 2025 is looking like a tragedy. Let's also not forget that because of Riot doing many exalted...
Going from discounted from $30 to $25 because it doesn't meet the ultimate skin standards to gotcha system, $250 pity timer with the set skin really says everything about Riot's recent monetization model.
Skins now.
They just want more money! You're playing League in current year. You wonder why you're being railed.
It's very unlikely that we'll be seeing many legendary or ultimate skins for a reasonable price anymore. And this is a direct hit to the big part of the player base. Imagine if Elementalist Luxed released in 2025. I think it would probably need to...
I like how they got a Louis Vuitton skin that is literally $250, by the way.
Cost $1,000. It's honestly pretty sad to see how gacha is progressing in League, how quality of the skins is falling, and how much free players are losing.
Pyro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Arcane. I bought a lot of merch like the lesbian leather jacket. But I am pretty sure I speak for everyone that no one is falling for Riot's tricks. I will never play MOBAs. I would rather rip off my fingernails.
That's good. That's good. You don't want to play League. Bad game. It's a bad game for you. Bad game. How much is the League Louis Vuitton skin? $10? No, it's not. They released they released a skin for League for Louis, and I swear it's zip up hoodie is 2K. Leather biker jacket. Is it actually $10? It's like $20. Is that it? I thought it was hundreds of dollars. That's crazy though. Yeah, they had They had a collection of clothing that was inspired. It was Louis Vuitton, but they were collabing. I'll be honest, I've never seen a drop where everything looks like ass. All of it looks bad. All of it looks bad. I mean, look at that. Like, that t-shirt is awful. That's like YouTuber merch. I mean, the blue and white streaks, they're okay. They're okay. The watch is kind of cool, but you would never buy a watch from Louis. Like, you're being scammed. There's no... it's all alloyed. There's no actual gold in that. I don't know about that. If that was any blue streaks or any white streaks... I mean, the white streaks would just look like cum stains, so I don't know about that. That's okay. Woman. That's terrible. That's terrible. No. Oh, I mean, it just looks like you got burger sauce on it. I mean, that just looks like that looks like Raziel's little bandana in Soul Reaver, actually. It actually does. Actually looks the same. I mean, it doesn't. It looks a little bit like it. No, okay, it looks nothing like it. All right, never mind, never mind. What else? Awful. Will they ever make a good shoe? Will they actually ever make a good shoe? That thing has more curves than the statue that I paid money for. Look at that. You're not wearing that. Sideshow Bob shoes. That's terrible. That is the worst thing in the collection. And you know that's costing like $700. No way is that real. That's the cool shirt's very long shirt. That is literally the very long t-shirt that Cool Shirt's made. Where is the Cool Shirt's long t-shirt? They made a really long t-shirt. Where is it? Ah, whatever. I can't find it. I can't find it. I give up. But that is awful. What is that? Is that a parachute? It's just so hard to wear anything that goes with that because the dark blue is so strong on the contrast. That's probably the best one. I'm not a woman, so I can't even wear it, but like that's probably the best one, I think. It's the softest of the colors. Oh, I'm gonna go on a run in my League of Legends getup. Where's the super long t-shirt? I want to see a picture of that. I like how the shoes aren't even part of the collab. Where they are, they weren't shown, I think. Is anyone wearing the super long what in the Skibidi Riz is that? The jacket's kind of cool, but... Oh my god, I'm opening the gay box. I hope I get a good skin. Oh, yeah, that's right. When they did the 2019, it was presented in a Louis case. That's right. Wait, it's a League of Legends collab? I had no idea.
Hey, Pyro. Just wanted to ask what your opinion on the Kingdom Hearts games or Persona games are and Apu Pastinka.
Oh, that's just awful, 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 awful. All right. What's my opinion on Kingdom Hearts? I never played a Kingdom Hearts game. The Persona games, they're pretty good. Thank you, Trill. How much to wear leggings on the stream? $700 billion. All right, chat. I'm ending stream because I'm pretty tired. I don't know why. When I take a break from streaming and then I come back, it's like my energy just kind of goes. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know. But if not, I'll definitely be streaming the day after. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. We got a slop video coming out as well, literally in like the next hour or so. Keep an eye out on that. Then we've got a main channel video coming out in a bit. So yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, there's a Discord link as well if you want to join that.